Well, you're welcome to the Remo Stadium in Ikorodu. It is the penultimate match day of the 2024-2025 NPFL season, and what a fixture we have in front of us. It is the Southwest Derby, the very last Southwest Derby of the current season. Remo Stars playing host to the Yoga Boys of Ikorodu City. My name is Emmanuel Sebastian, alongside my co-commentator Azubike Onicha, here to take you through this game today. The atmosphere is really pumped. Remo Stars are ready to party, and it is a football game that have everything it takes to give you all the expectations and all the possibilities of an entertaining fixture. The fans are here in their numbers from all hook and sundry. It is a game that you don't want to miss for anything. It's our live coverage on Star Times, Beta Sports 244, Southwest Derby, Remo Stars up against Ikorodu City. Welcome once again to our live coverage on Star Times, Beta Sports 244. My name is Emmanuel Sebastian. It's a beautiful day to talk football. It's a Sunday afternoon in Remo land in Ikene. I've got my co-analyst here with me today, Azubike Onicha. Azu, welcome to today's game. It is not just a game, it's a party, it's an atmosphere. Remo Stars up against Ikorodu City. How are you feeling?
That's the word. It's actually a party. It's a celebration of what has been on for about 15 years. The dream that was birthed and brought down to Ikene, and we're seeing it already. It's like a case of a testimony of one who died, and they hear that he rose again. That's the kind of noise you can hear on the background right here. The fans are coming out in their numbers. We're still waiting for more to actually come in. And I tell you, it's been battles here and there, moving from second position again and again to becoming the champion of this league. They had to do it in their last home game, same home ground. And I remember that goal so well, just like something on the back of my mind. These guys have really played some wonderful football, and they must be giving kudos for what they've done. Congratulations to Remo Stars, and that's why we're here.
Well, it's a beautiful game, and the Remo Stars, for the fact that they finished second twice and they eventually got their hands on the holy grail of the NPFL title, it's a good feeling for all the people of Remo Stars and Ikorodu City as well, still with a chance to play on the continent. Can there be party spoilers here today? Can Ikorodu City become the party
spoilers? I don't want to see them as party spoilers. I want to see them as a team that have come to also gain grounds. Now it's a tough one between them and Abia Warriors, a team in third position, which they look to nick. They are playing both each other in their last game. And we know most likely Abia Warriors want to win their game at home. And the best Ikorodu City can do right here is not to lose on this ground. So they are not coming to spoil the party. Whether they lose or not, they're still going to win the title, Remo Stars. So all in all, it's a beautiful game to watch out for. And I think Ikorodu City are coming to do what they have to do on this ground to help themselves see the continent without having to depend on the President Federation Cup.
Well, it's a beautiful game. We've got the coach's interview for you to come. We've spoke to both set of managers before this game today, but let's hear from Coach Daniel Okumodede for Remo Stars and Nuruddin Awerodo for Ikorodu City. Coach, it's match day for you today, already champions, derby day. What are your thoughts for this game today and the opponent?
We're happy, we are champions, but every match in front of our fans, our spectators, is important to us. We hold the match in high esteem for us because we're not ready to let our fans down. Here, no small match, no big match. We just want to win every match.
And it would also be nice for you to say something about the Ikorodu City season, their first season. What can you say about the opposition today, what they've done so far?
They have done very well for themselves, no doubt about that. Being a first timer and being in that position is what commendable. But nonetheless, don't forget Remo Star is holding two positions on the table. He is our coach, so we are happy with what they are doing.
All right, so coach, it's a derby game today, and bragging rights is at stake. So what's the mindset of the players knowing that you're champions and you made a whole lot of changes today? What are the ideas behind that?
I've just told you now, right in front of our fans, we just want to win. It's not a match we need to start contemplating about. The only importance there is our spectators today. We just need to make them happy. That's all.
Thank you very much, Coach. We wish you the best. It's a derby day. Remo Stars will be crowned champions. Your team have a chance to spoil the party today. Tell us what it is.
Yes, of course. First of all, I want to say big thanks to God for Remo to become the champion, because Remo is my home. Remo is everyone in Remo is my family. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that they won the league, because they've been trying to win the league for a couple of seasons now. So for me to come and play this kind of match, I'm so happy that I'm privileged to play against my former team and against my former boss, Ijabo. I know it's going to be a good game, and I believe we are going to give out our best. We are young in the league, but we are trying to give the best to the country, to the people, to the fans, and to everyone that are in the system.
All right, Coach, you made the change today, the goalkeeping change. Any reason behind that change today?
Yes, there's reason. It's a tactical reason. As a coach, you need to know how your opponent plays. So I think I need the height of the goalkeeper that is going to start the match for me now. Faith James is going to be the one because of the physique, the size. I need the size. That's why I'm trying to start him today.
Thank you very much, Coach. I wish you all the best. So the words of both coaches ahead of this game, but just before we move on in our build-up, let's take a look at how Remo Stars have fared in the Southwest Derby so far this season. Well, Remo Stars clearly showing they are the team to beat when it comes to the Southwest Derby. So what can you say about their dominance in the Derby fixture so far this season?
Well, home wins and away wins against two top sides, Sunshine Stars and Shooting Stars. The only team that's giving them trouble has to be the team we're talking about today, Ikorodu City. It's a top battle, and I tell you, I don't know how this is going to pan out. An interesting encounter between both sides. And I tell you, Remo Stars have just been the best when it comes to playing home, and that's why they're champions. You have to beat the champions to also become champions. Yes, none of them have won it recently, but what they've been able to do is some very good football.
Well, they've got impact players that they will be looking for in this game. Sikiri Alimi has not gotten to the heights that he would want to, but clearly a key player for this Remo Stars team, and also not just for this game, but for seasons behind.
Always a key player. 15 goals last season, couldn't do so much this season, 4 goals to show. But at least is one of the impact players, second top scorer for the side. What I noticed this season is that they didn't score too much goals, they had to spread goals amongst themselves. And they actually came out as some good football in the end. So, key player for them, Sikiri Alimi. He doesn't have to score always create those spaces for other players to also get their goals. And that's what we're having others also score as much as they can.
Well, let's talk about Ikorodu City now. They've also been, decent in the Southwest Derby. It's their first ever top flight season. They began their first Southwest Derby with a 2-1 win against Shooting Stars, but they've lost just once. They lost here against Sunshine Stars. That's 7-goal thriller, and today they've got a chance against Remo Stars. Do you see them taking this one?
It's going to be a tough one, very, very tough one. Going away to get a result against Shooting Stars boosted their confidence. Beating Shooting Stars at home also boosted their confidence, and Remo Stars are the only team that they've not been able to beat. Remo Stars also has not been able to beat Ikorodu City. So it's a ground where none of them want to end it on a draw. Ikorodu City have shown their class and their kind of football that they always want to play. You saw what they did in their last game, just in the midweek, winning by 3-2. Goals coming from different angles from these players. So there are some top players that you're looking forward to, and they'll come together to get this victory if they want to.
Talking about top players, they've got Shola Adenali, their top scorer. He scored in the last game at home against Bayelsa United, looking to do it again. 12 goals so far this season. How remarkable has he been?
That's a top player. These guys have got talent. I checked the average age of the team, 21 years plus, and that's what they are looking forward to. You're looking at this man, and you're looking at the likes of Wali Ojetoye and the men on the flanks looking to support also to create the goals. They've got a great side put together. Shola Adelani is just that man who has led from the attack, and they'll be looking to add more to his start. Great player, a player who has a great future in front of him.
A great future in front of him as well. But a lot of good players in the ranks of these two sides. Ikorodu City, for much they've done so far this season. I mean, the fullbacks, double figures in terms of assists. How crucial will they be for Ikorodu City in this game?
Just as crucial as they've been all the season. These guys have played some wonderful football. I just mentioned Wale Ojetoye. He had an assist also in the last game. You talk about Harrison Uzondu, the other guy also from the left side. Plays with his number 10 jersey on his back. That's to show you that he's not just a fullback, he's also a playmaker. And that's the beautiful thing about Ikorodu City. Wonderful guys put together. They play as a team. It's not about who scores the goal. And imagine 10, 11 assists. Yeah, we saw that as much as that time with that man last season, Sadiq Ismail. He might not have been able to do this season. So he has some brothers who are doing it on the opposing end. So I think Remo Stars will know this strength strength of Ikorodu City and be looking to work against it. But it's going to be a tough one for them.
Yeah, clearly both teams have got strength. Remo Stars yet to lose at home this season. It is the final home game of the season for Remo Stars, and what a way to bow out a derby game against Ikorodu City. I mean, it's been the atmosphere is really, really boiling here in this game. It's the best we've seen so far here this season for Remo Stars, and you can understand why. It's the trophy presentation, and these fans are here and definitely wouldn't want to be disappointed. I spoke to Coach Dan before the kickoff. He said they're here for football. They want to give their fans all they can. And I mean, I know how you've spoken about Dan Ogumodede all season. And I mean, you expect such mindset from such manager.
Always such mindset, Emmanuel. The charisma, the courage, the drama he has on the football pitch is also telling on the players and the football they played so far. 15 years ago, this club was created. 25 years ago, we last saw a Southwest team win the trophy in Julius Berger. So seeing what they've been able to do, Daniel Gumede deserves all the accolades he gets in this one. So kudos to him and what's been able to do with the team, whether they win or not.
Well, as well, let me put you on the spot just as we approach kickoff. It's a tough game. What is your predictions for this game today?
I knew where you were going.
I'm going to hold you at full time. So you might want to be careful when you predict this one. So your predictions for this game?
I cannot predict the scoreline, but I see a draw. I see a draw.
So you don't want to put a scoreline to the draw?
I see a draw. I just want to see
Well, I see Remo Stars taking this one because they've not lost their all season. So today is not going to be different, even though I know Ikorodu City are going to pose a huge threat today. Well, we are almost set for kickoff. It is the Southwest Derby right here at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene. It's a big game. Remember, we're live on Star Times, Better Sports 244. It is a huge day for Remo Stars. Trophy presentation will come right after kickoff. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to miss the action. We'll go on a quick break, and when we return, it is straight into the action right here from the Remo Stars Stadium. It is Derby Day Showdown here in Ikene. Pride, passion, and bragging rights are on the line. Remo Stars, the host, against Ikorodu City, the visitors. The Sky Blue Stars up against the Yoga Boys. Welcome once again to our live coverage on Star Times, Better Sports 244. It is the penultimate match day of the 2024-2025 NPFL season. For the final time here at the Remo Stars Stadium, Remo Stars will play host, and no better way to end your adventure at home than in a Southwest Derby fixture against an Ikorodu City side who's been flying and punching above their weights all season. Well, we've got a 60% humidity here today in Remo land in Ikene, and a wind speed of 15 kilometers per hour. It promises to be an entertaining game. Well, like I talked about, the atmosphere is pulsating here today. We've got fans here in their numbers. We've got the pretty ones. The ladies are not left out. The dignitaries are here in the stadium. The kids are here. It is a stadium almost filled to the brim for this huge game for Remo Stars. Now they'll be hoping to return to winning ways, fresh from the defeat last time out in Maiduguri against Kanami Warriors. And for Ikorodu City, they will try to build on the impressive result they got at home to by SI United. Well, it doesn't get any easier. It's a derby game. Remo Stars yet to taste defeat in a Southwest Derby fixture this season. trying to replicate what they've shown all season as far as this derby game is concerned. As we welcome to the commentary box, once again it's our live coverage on Star Times Better Sports 244. It is Remo Stars up against Ikorodu City.
A game I see as war beyond the entertainment that it's going to bring today. Great to be here, Emmanuel, to talk this beautiful encounter, and we're happy the fans are also very much live right here, and those also watching from home will welcome you to this game. A game I see two teams and have come with different ambitions. One to just come lift the title and also make sure they don't disappoint their fans who have come to see the game. And the game for the away team that have come to do what they call a continental ticket. They need to at least pick a point right here to give them that hope, making sure that even if Abia Warriors get the victory, they are still right there in contention for that third position to qualify automatically, even though they still have an opportunity to do with when they win the Federations Cup, which is going to be really, really tough for them because we still have 4 teams and 2 goals. I tell you, it's an interesting encounter right here at Ikene Township Stadium, a place where Remo Stars have never lost a game. And that's a team that has the highest away points, 18 points from away. They are coming back to their home ground to do more than they have always done. A team that won the title with 4 games to go. I tell you, it's an interesting encounter. With every dignity right here, it's kudos to the team that has done it for the first time in 15 years, having finished second a couple of times.
Well, for Ikorodu City, clearly they've overachieved for their very first ever top flight season, and in the chase for those continental spots. Definitely need of a result today, because the final game of the season for the Aga Boys is a delicately poised encounter at home to Abia Warriors. So they will do all they can to spoil the party today for Remo Stars. Well, we've got a packed stadium here today. Remo Stars, the home side, against Ikorodu City. Well, Remo Stars, you have to go to as far back as May 2022. For the last time, Remo Stars lost the league fixture here at the Remo Stars Stadium. Canopilas, the team at the time who defeated the Sky Blue Stars by 3-1 on that fateful day. Ikorodu City here today hoping to replicate that, which has never happened for a long time. Remo Stars so formidable in front of their home fans, and in the words of Coach Dan Ogumodede, they want to get the result today for the fans, for the people of Remo land, even though they've got the title signed, sealed and delivered. But sometimes you get to feel that the party might just override the players, but it seems like Dan is not having any of that.
He's never been that kind of a coach. He's always dedicated to his work, and that's what I'm looking at pounding out in this game today.
Welcome once again to the Remo Star Stadium. It is Derby Day Showdown. Lazo, your thoughts on Coach Dan, like you were talking about before?
He's one who's very much focused on the game, showing you all he wants to do and making sure that his players are disciplined. And with how much tenacity and that animation he shows on the football pitch, his players still love him with the actions and the way they celebrate him after goals come into the back of the net. That's to show you that he's business-minded in this one. He wouldn't want to disappoint the fans that have come, the dignitaries that have come. And also want to end it just the way he started it from the season, making sure that they don't even play a draw but get a victory in this encounter. And I know Ikorodu City understand all of this. I'll be coming with that same mindset into a game like this. But if you check Remo Stars, they're more focused, the team. You can say Ikorodu City have scored. The only team that's got over 50 goals in the league, 56 to be precise, is Ikorodu City. And that's one thing they have banking on coming into this encounter. But you cannot say they are as focused as Remo Stars. When they score a goal, they go as much as possible to defend it if they cannot get the second. And that's why they're champions today.
Pride, passion, and bragging rights on the line. Derby Day Showdown in Ikene. It is the penultimate match day of the current season. The stage is set, the tension is palpable, and the drama is ready to unfold. Already confirmed champions, Remo Stars, already crowned kings of the league. They host their derby rivals, Ikorodu City, in the battle that promises to be an unforgettable spectacle. Well, the title already secured, the champions will look to end this match day today on a high note, fine-tuning us for the final showdown and perhaps sending a message to their derby rivals. But make no mistake, this is Derby Day and pride is very much on the line. A guard of honor for the champions Remo Stars. Well, the atmosphere is really pumped here for this picture here today. This place in the history books. in the history of Remo Stars, maiden champions, heroes of Remo land, Ikorodu City derby rivals, here to spoil the party. Fueled by rivalry and a desire to spoil the champions party, will stop at nothing to claim bragging rights and send their home fans ecstatic. No doubt the intensity will be electric. The passion and the drama will unfold here in real time. Well, expect fireworks, expect moments that will be etched in memories forever. These players will give in their all in this match day 37 clash. Welcome once again, it's our live coverage on Star Times Better Sports 244. For the home side, Remo Stars, 7 changes to the team that lost in Medigri against Economy Warriors. Coach Dan bringing the cavalry back into the lineup. Alimi Sikiru and Shaibu Ibrahim will lead the lines. Obasa Adebi comes and goes for the Kayode Bankole, who started in Maiduguri. Fabian Warriors also back in defense. The captain of the side, Junior Undeka, also restored to the starting lineup today alongside their marksman so far this season, Adedayo Olamileko, who scored 6 goals to his name for Remo Stars into the season. Well, our team of officials are ready. Our center referee is ready. We've got Dr. Joseph Ogabo, who will be assisted by Abdul Majid Usman, Tejiri Dibobri, and Ridwan Lawal. Your team of officials for this huge game here today. Well, talking about this being a huge game, Ikorodu City, they've made just 2 changes to their starting lineup. Well, the one which might not be surprising to many is that change in goal. Faye James has come and go to replace Oluwadamilare, I know, and the other change is a return to the lineup for Chineme Chinonso in place of Okechukwu Nwana. Interesting lineup from both set of managers. Coach Nuruddin Aweroro has decided to go for much of the same team that did the job in Lagos against Bayelsa United. Marksman and top scorer Adelani Shola in the lineup for Ikorodu City. As your thoughts on the lineup from both set of managers as we see those that have made the substitute bench for the 2 sides?
Surprisingly, the man you mentioned for Ikorodu City is not even on the bench. Oluwadamilare, you know, he was a huge howler. He was really not confident in that game, and he's just normal for Ikorodu City. Faye James and Aino sharing almost the same number of games all season, and Faye James is that man some fans have even preferred, but the coach would have known better how he chooses to go around and round with them. But you understand that sometimes it's not so good to change goalkeepers from the standards and the traditions of normal football. For Daniel Ogumode, he knows his stars so well, and he knows how to play those wing-back football. 5-3-1. It's going to be a 5-3-2 rather. He's going to be playing again today. He's been screamed, and the fans are so happy looking at him on the screens. They're also so happy looking at him on the football pitch as his name has been mentioned in the stadium. Understandable lineup, a team that has come to score the goals. Maybe not too many. They will defend so well with Undika Jr., Akinyele Ahmed, and that's the man who had the red card in their last game against Ikorodu City. We'll be looking to make amends for that. And also Okorie. Those 3 men in the defense will be standing like the Rock of Gibraltar against some brilliant players for the team, and I know Nuruddin Aweru has got it right with what he's done, which is also coming in after scoring the only goal in that game against their opponents.
Well, Nuruddin Aweru, what a turnaround since he was appointed as the head coach of Ikorodu City, replacing Bright Ozebabe, who resigned earlier this season. Well, he's seen massive results with this Ikorodu City side, and today might just be their biggest result of the season if they can pull this off in such a hostile environment. Well, Lagos not too far away from Ikene, so you expect a handful of the Ikorodu City faithfuls to be here today for this fixture.
Just over an hour's drive down to this place, so it's still like home. The only thing that might be the greatest undoing for the Ikorodu City side is the noisome pestilence in that sense. The noise from the crowd. They will have to turn deaf ears to all of this and play the same confident way we've known them to play. Not the best of teams when it comes to playing away. Just a couple of wins, about 2 of it, against 5 from Remo Stars. And you see them having about 4 draws. They've not been the best when it comes to away games, but they know they can do something in this encounter, and that's why they are here. That's why they want to be on the continent. But whichever way it ends for them, Emmanuel, a team that just got promoted, created in 2022, 3 years in the NNL, and first year in the league. Whichever way it ends today, they've had a great season, if you ask me.
We're almost set for kickoff. These fans can't wait for the sound of the referee's whistle. It is no doubt the game of the match day. Match day 37 of the 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League season. Remo Stars, the host, against Ikorodu City, the visitors. Well, both goalkeepers just getting hydrated before kickoff. as they will be hoping to prove so crucial for their respective teams here today. It's looking like the away side, Ikorodu City, will get us underway. Tosin Oyedeku gets us underway from the Remo Star Stadium. The Sky Blue Stars against the Oga Boys. The visitors on all whites with some touch of ox blood, you want to call it. And Remo Stars, the home side, and their regular sky blue home attire. Now Remo Stars playing from left to right. Ikorodu City playing from right to left. The first corner of the game has gone to the visitors. We know how dangerous they can be from dead balls on this corner kick situations. Less than a minute into this game, and early defending to do here for Remo Stars. Harrison, Uzondu, and Salah Yusuf, both players standing by to take this one.
Uzondu surely will be the preferred one. Always very good with those dead balls. He's almost gotten the corner into the back of the net sometime this season, so expect him to be there as predicted.
An in-swinger from Harrison, headed out at the near post by Sikiru Alimi. Another corner for Ikorodu City. Two corners in quick succession. And it was Belly Babatunde at the near post to head that one out. Harrison is on with another chance to bend this one in. This time he goes deep, almost catching Obasa Debi off guard, but it's a goal kick for Remo Stars.
Touched the top of the crossbar as expected from that man Harrison Uzondu. Trying to run back into his position. Did a great job and with that corner. But unfortunately, he couldn't connect to any head. Always very good at it.
Scored directly from a corner in the President's Federation Cup at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. Harrison Uzondu. We'll be hoping to replicate that as this game progresses from those corner kick situations. Well, Ikorodu City, the fairy tale promotion story, is now a reality, as they would be hoping to compete on the continent next season. Chibike Ohebulum with the half clearance. As they try to come forward, Emmanuel Solomon over the top, looking for Salah Yusuf in the middle. Straight to Debi Obasa.
I think I like the way Ikorodu City have started this game, pushing forward, seeing what they can do in the early stages. They know how strong defensively Remo Stars can be, and they know how lackluster they can also be in the defense with some miscommunications we've seen a couple of times. As much as they score, they concede. They're still a young side, and you must understand the facts. A team with an average of 21 years, Ikorodu City, they are pushing out, which is their strength, to always go out to get the goals first. The challenge now is, can they keep the momentum when they get that goal? But they just have to do it first to keep their hopes alive and see if they can spoil the party in the end, which is actually not their main goal. Their main goal is to come here and get the results that will favor them as they continue their continental ticket fight, not wanting to see it and lose out on it. So they're playing all they can, pushing all they can, and seeing as much as they can with the little good football we've seen them play, which is their pattern. Shout out to Nuruddin Aweroro for the great job he's done with this side once again.
Foul on Kelechi Onwe, free kick for Ikorodu City. The foul was made by Bello Babatunde. Well, there's been a slow start to this game for the home side. Just a little over, or just a little less than 5 minutes played into this game. Still awaiting a very first real chance. The Remo Stars clearly know how to take their time when it comes to breaking defensive structures of every opposing team who have visited here all season.
And they also know what they can do in this kind of altitude, very high at this point. They are trying to just save their energy because they know it's going to be a game of 90 minutes, 45 minutes in two places. So they wouldn't just want to run out and push for those chances when they know they have a long way to go against a slightly younger side in Ikorodu City.
The cross from Ismail Sadiq and the header! Well, not from the tallest man on the pitch, Adedayo Lamileko. There's this thing about this man, the way he makes those runs into that attacking position. And what a header, but just lacking that on-target touch.
Now you know why I keep calling for him to be a part of the Super Eagles. The main Super Eagles, I mean. He came back from nowhere, just ran into the box, almost putting that one to the back of the net. Just inches wide. Fake James completely beaten in that situation. He would have made it his 7th goal of the season. And just a clear reason why he's the best player for me as far as Remo Stars is concerned this season. Top scorer for them and a box-to-box midfielder any day, anytime.
Well, still coming forward on that left-hand side, but one back cleanly by Tosin Oyedeko. Here's Adelani Shola. Well, it's been quiet all game. Rubbed off the ball by Alex Soyowa, but great job to steady his feet. Kelechi away to the left for Hadison Ozondu. Here's Hadison. Great skill there from Hadison, but the pass was intercepted. That's a throw-in for Ikorodu City. The game gradually coming to life.
And that's the point. The fans will always make it happen. It's not going to be a slow-paced game in any way, but both of them are just going to be careful. Harrison Uzondo is still struggling to find his feet. He's one who loves to do those counter-attacking moves, make those great crosses, even go past the markers if he has the way, and create spaces for his attackers in the front.
Throwing for Remo Stars, this man Sadiq will take. Started to go for Ahmed Akinyele. Ahmed will go back to his goalkeeper. Well, who's been somewhat of a revelation for Remo Stars this season, Adebi Obasa. How easy he leapfrogged Kaide Bankole in goal. And Remo Stars will come forward. Here's Alex Soyowa across into the box to the outside of his right boots. Trying to go for the Trivela. But Fake James was perfectly placed.
Just perfectly placed, and the ball wasn't at the best of outside boots and passes. He did the best he could. The goalkeeper saw that one coming and made it happen. You talked about Obasa earlier. Wonderful goalkeeper, came in from Cotonou, and has been able to do so much with the team. What a joy it will be winning the title alongside the others.
Well, great show of strength here from Sikiru Alimi. It's done well to win the free kick for Remo Stars. Well, just when you thought he would come out second best from that duel, he's too tall. Won it cleanly off from Genge Leonard, who's pleading his innocence to the referee, but the decision has been made by Joseph Ogabo, our centre referee today. Having a word with the centre back. It's going to be a free kick for Remo Stars.
They shouldn't be too scared of this. They've got the height. But I know Remo Stars will always find a way around things like this. The man who had the highest assist last season, Ismail Sadiq, will be standing by for this one. I think he's having a conversation with his teammates. Two wing backs for the team, getting ready to make this happen. And I tell you, Remo Stars are also very deadly with this. We see Alimi still very much on one of those players. Ahmed Akinyele also very good with his head. Not forgetting that man, Junior Nduka, the captain of the side. So it's a dangerous one in a dangerous position.
Well, can they make this one count? Remo Stars. Well, Ismail Sadiq has midway. So this will come in from the left boots of Tochko Michael. It's a 3-man wall for Ikorodu City. Tochko Michael looking for the perfect angle to send this one into that contested 6-yard area. Well, he decided to go low, but not perfectly waited for Bello Babatunde, who was waiting at the edge to hit this one from range.
Almost felt like he didn't expect that. Didn't see it coming. It was almost flat-footed. That left foot quickly came through for curiosity to make that clearance as quickly as possible. Quelling the whole pressure on them. Like I said, Ikorodu came here battle ready. They've got those feet young players who just have to be careful in the final third, especially when they defend. I mentioned Gagelion earlier. That's a man who also can be sometimes careless with his tackles, but very good in the air, as we just said.
Alex Oyowo just stopped by in his tracks there by Hardison. Seen much of the ball, Alex Oyowo. Here's Tosin. Tosin to Mano Solomon. Now Ikorodu City in possession. As well, Liu Jete. Kelechi away now. Just moving the ball around nicely. That center area. There's Ngenge Leonard. To
to his centre-back partner, Chibuike Ohebulam. And when you talk about stability in centre-back positions, those two would definitely go high up in the ranks. Chibuike and Ngenge Leonard have played most of the games in tandem for Ikorodu City all season.
Just been very consistent, even though they've conceded so much goals. They've also helped in scoring so many. A couple of goals coming from these two centre-backs that you've mentioned. I think it's just a case of inexperience, of being there for the first time. It has affected them a bit. But lovely football these guys have played. The confidence they come to your ground with tells you how much they've come with and what they can always offer, and which is what we're seeing on this football pitch again today.
It's the game still shy of goal mount action. Just 10 minutes into this fixture. It's quite sunny here in Ikene. The weather has been not too constant, but definitely a good time to play football. I've asked you this question a couple of times. If it's preferable to play under the rain or under the sun.
We just say it's preferable to play under a cool weather. But you talk about the rain and the sun, very dicey. Very, very dicey, Emmanuel. But I prefer the rain when I'm already in the game. And it meets me on the football pitch, not starting while the rain is already dropping.
Free kick for Remo Stars. Now for the first time, Sika Alimi brought down. He's been constituting the news and so far been a handful for the Ikorodu City centre-backs. This is a brilliant run from the back by Fabian Ode. He's done well to find Shaibu Ibrahim. The through ball just too heavy for Adedayo Laminekon. You could hear the groans from the fans. They expected that pass to be perfectly weighted from Shaibu Ibrahim. Just too heavy for Adedayo Laminekon.
And I must tell you that the fans are running out of patience just 12 minutes into the game. They just expect that the goal has come in already. They want to celebrate winning this game. I don't think they will want to settle for a draw. It was a beautiful move from Sikiri Alimi. Ran right after getting that pass from Fabian Wodo, who made the run from the back. And just some poor communication for the opt-in time for Remo Stars. Led to that poor pass to the middle. And Adedayo Laminekon couldn't get the ball from the man who he joins have 10 goals together in between them. Unfortunately for Remo Stars.
It's been a remarkable rise for Remo Stars. Pretty much a blueprint for Ikorodu City to emulate. Their first season in the top flight. Remo Stars, the club founded in 2010. Started out as FC Dender of Lagos. And now we are in 2025, 15 years down the line. They are maiden champions of the NPFL. A feat Ikorodu City will just be hoping to achieve as far as top flight football is concerned.
And maybe do it earlier with the way they started. Remember, Remo Stars had to go on relegation, coming back and to do what they are doing right now. It wasn't it wasn't easy for them. It was topsy-turvy from the start. But how they steadied the ship was all to the consistency of the team. And thanks to the coach himself, Daniel Ogumade did the oracle, and what he's been able to do with the side, getting them to these heights that they find themselves today.
As Ikorodu City, a lot of Gotimana Solomon waiting at the far post or the cross. Just deflected and out for a corner. Junior Ondaka who made that block. Great aileron from Fabian Ore. Such rare situations where you see centre-backs bringing the ball out in those solo circumstances.
Not for Remo Stars. You know, Ahmed Akinyele will always do stuff like that. Sometimes Junior Nuka will also do it. They have those defenders, but my surprise was the fact that I saw Fabian Ore making that run all the way down. And he did it brilliantly.
Another chance from a corner from Harrison Uzondu. Corner from Harrison, not in the post. Ngenge Leonard rising so high. Just couldn't connect with the header. It was Shaibu Ibrahim, who was also challenging for that area ball. Well, a mismatch, you want to say, Shaibu and Ngenge Leonard.
one of the tallest football players on the pitch, and even in the NPFL. He didn't even have to go for that contest. I think Alex Oyoa was also very much right at standing to help the situation, which made it a bit difficult for Ngangelion to connect with the header.
Oh, Ikorodu City with a strike from Tosin! And it's gone past the goalkeeper! Silence all over the stadium. Tosin Oyedeko, the man for the big occasion for Ikorodu City. And he's done it in this game of games for the Oga boys. A strike from distance from Tosin through the goalkeeper. And Ikorodu City, against all the odds, are in front. The crowd, much to their surprise. And all to do now for Remo Stars.
His sixth goal of the season comes from outside the box. Remember, he had an on-goal in the last game, which was miscued by the goalkeeper, you know. And look at how he made this one happen. Silencing the home crowd right here in Remo. He moved to the ball, found the space, looked up and just felt he could take that strike from a distance. Between Ahmed Akinyele and Fabian Nwori, the ball goes past and the goalkeeper to his left. Caught unawares. Obasa couldn't help that situation, and it's the first goal of the game going to Ikorodu City.
16 minutes into this game, Tosin Oyedeko on the score sheet for Ikorodu City. Can Remo Stars respond? Across into the box for Alimi Sikiru. No, just couldn't do enough. And it's a goal kick for Ikorodu City.
What a way to start the game. Said it earlier. There's a possibility that Ikorodu City come here to spoil the party, not with that intention, but to also help themselves as they contest to qualify for the continent with a space to also finish in the top 3 and maybe possibly top 2. A very technical chance at that. Battle between them and Abia Warriors has now livened up with that beautiful goal from that man, Tosin Oyedeko. A wonderful strike and a way to start the game. Remo Stars will now push all out to see how they can get an equalizer in this game, making sure that their fans don't go down. And it's not the first time they find themselves in this situation. They've got the bench that can always make it happen if it goes beyond this time and gets into the second half.
Well, clearly, wouldn't be happy with how they've considered that goal. Was poor goalkeeping from Adebi Obasa. Against all the odds, Ikorodu City in front. Well, they've got continental football at stake here today. Ikorodu City is trying to do one better than Abia Warriors. Who are also in action. Just to remind you, all games for match day 37 going down simultaneously across various match centers today. But their closest rivals for the continent, Abia Warriors, also in action. Ikorodu City clearly, with all the attentions here, would want to get the result. Abia Warriors playing at home to Akami Warriors. Still 0-0 in that center.
A game that has another percentage of football fans eyes on it, making sure that they follow both of them simultaneously. These two games most likely will draw so much crowd, just as much as the relegation battle, where we're not so sure who is joining Lobby Stars on the relegation until maybe the final day of the season. But we might be confirming one more today with the way it's going. It's just going to be really, really interesting to see how the tables turn on this final day, or one day more before the final day.
Still a lot can change heading into the final match day of the season. The one thing that can change is the fact that Remo Stars are champions.
No way. It never changes. They won that title already from their last game at home. Even if they lost their last game 2-0 to Academy Warriors, it's still not going to change the fact that they are the champions of the NPFL for 2024-2025 season.
Well, if they can get all 3 points here today, Ikorodu City and Abia Warriors failing to do the job against Academy Warriors, Ikorodu City will leapfrog the pride of Abia into third position. As before this game, they were 1 point below Abia Warriors. As it stands, they are third on the log. They're still early days, just 20 minutes of action here. That's the man who's been the difference so far, Tosin Oyedeku. Clearly not happy, Daniel Ogumodede.
You can't be happy. Even when they would lead in games, he's still on his feet. Not in a game like this where they have, say, the whole world watching them, wanting to leave their title instead. You can also take a cue from the fact that Liverpool won the title and didn't win the game that gave them the trophy itself. Just a couple of days ago against Chelsea Football Club. So fans will also be remembering the fact that they've done a great job. Just on any note, not meaning that they will lose this one. But you understand the fact that you win some, you lose some. But the most important thing is the fact that the title has been delivered to them for the first time in 25 years, as far as the Southwest is concerned.
What a result this will be if it stays this way. Not a result, still a scoreline. This off the pitch challenge. Didayo Lamilekon on Wali Ojetoye.
It was a poor tackle. He was looking for a side-by-side move, a shoulder-to-shoulder tackle, but couldn't find that, and there was a nudge from the back on Wali Ojetoye, who went down as easily as he could, getting ready to win the free kick, which he has won.
Remo Stars, they've played 18 games here this season. 18 games at the Remo Stars Stadium, yet to taste defeat. Ikorodu City would be the team looking to inflict the very first defeat for Remo Stars. Can they get a second now from this move? Well, Tosin eventually pull the pass, but to no target.
His greatest undoing right there was his weaker foot, his right foot. Wanted to strike the ball, but I think he wasn't in a comfortable position. The first touch on the ball was poor. He just had to find a way to make a pass. He would have struck that one from a distance. So now I'm talking about the second goal, or maybe the first major save for Obasa in this encounter.
There's Emmanuel Solomon trying to go past Ahmed Akinyele. And he's been impeded. It's a free kick for Ikorodu City. Emmanuel Solomon had a fantastic game against Bayelsa United in Lagos. Now he's won the free kick for Ikorodu City. Well, you talked about the fans being impatient. It's clearly showing now. Yes, they know they've won the title already, but they clearly want to see a result here today, more so when it's against your derby rival.
They surely want to see a result, and that's why you see them standing up against every decision from the referee. There is nothing the referee does today that will be right against them. That's the mindset of the average football fan. So it's very much understandable.
Nuruddin Aweroro is still plotting with his coaching crew as they try to get to a second goal in this game. Well, this man wouldn't want to see the replays of that goal at Adebi Obasa. 24 minutes into this game, free kick from Ikorodu City. Well, not the best of techniques, blocked by Didayo Lamilekon. Here's Ismail Sadiq, back to Didayo Lamilekon. Well, they've not got bodies forward. And this time the pass intercepted.
It was a great run from Adedayo. Wanted to connect with Ismail Sadiq again. I think the Ikorodu City players are just brilliant on obstructing those moves from the team. One thing that Remo stars have got to understand is that they're playing against a side who will never come to defend. You see, they're still pushing out like they've never scored. They should be sitting back to score to defend this one goal, but they know how dangerous Remo stars can be, so they're also pushing out to get the attack and piling more pressure on the home side because they know that they'll be under pressure, wanting to also impress their home fans. They're almost playing against nothing, and you see how important this game is to them. So Ikorodu City have got the cutting edge. They're also sitting comfortably with that 1-0 lead, but not looking like they want to settle for this.
And across from Ismail Sadiq, a header from Chibuike Hebelam. Sikir Alimi has stayed down, but gradually he will help himself back on his feet on the clearance. And every man back for Ikorodu City and straight to Adebi Obasa. "25 minutes of action here at the Remo Star Stadium. The home side in front of their home fans trail by a goal to nil. Oh, the reverse fixture of this tie in Lagos. Both teams shared the spoils. Ikorodu City needed a late goal from Chineme Chinonso, who's in the lineup today. They needed that late goal to salvage a point after an early goal from Shaibu Ibrahim, also in the lineup for Remo Stars today. So both teams yet to cancel each other out this season. It will be happening for the first time if he stays this way. Free kick for Remo Stars. This time a foul on Alex Oyowa. And the yellow card is out. It's going to be our very first yellow card of this game. And it's gone to the lanky centre-back, Ngenge Leonard. Has it been coming all game?
Not really, but needed to be cautioned. He's done a great job on all through the defense, but that was a poor tackle from him. A dangerous one at that. Jumped up when he wasn't supposed to and landed badly on Alex Oyowa's knee, who's screaming excruciating pain, but looks to be good to get back on his feet. What a way to pick up the first yellow card. A dangerous position and an advantage for Remo Stars.
Alex Oyowa sandwiched between Harrison and Leonard. Well, it is Leonard who's gotten into the referee's books.
I think he's still complaining, feeling that yellow card wasn't worth it. But I think he was right to have gotten a yellow card in that situation. It was a poor jump and a poor landing. Now you might not know his intent, but what we've seen already shows that he committed a foul.
Free kick in a promising position for Remo Stars. Tochiko Michael clearly the favourites to hit this one. On his preferred left foot. Junior on the corner not too far away. Tochiko Michael takes this free kick. Struck against the wall. Back to Tochiko Michael. Sends a cross into the box. The header from Fabian Ore. Ngenge Leonard will try to clear. That was such a crucial figure for Ikorodu City. Now needs to tread carefully, already on a yellow card. This time the cross from Ismail Sadiq was blocked. And it's going to be a corner. Chineme Chinonso coming back defending for his side. Alex Oyowa will be one of the options to attack this corner. Tochiko Michael on set piece duties all day today for Remo Stars. An instant goal from Tochiko Michael. Header once again from Leonard. This is ready to repel every attempt, and this time a wayward attempt from Ismail Sadiq. Always rising. Goal kick for Ikorodu City.
That's the way to win that one, Ikorodu City. Staying focused like it's their title to lose. They're playing like they will win the title to win this game. Ikorodu City, as always, a very focused side. I love the confidence that's been instilled in them by that man, Uri Aweroro. Lovely job he's done since he's taken over as the assistant coach. And they played like they're not playing against the champions. You wonder if this is a team that once played in the NNL last season and came into the NPFL for the very first time in their history. Reminds me of Leicester City, actually, even if they are not going on to win the title.
Onuruddin Aweroro, spoken highly of by Daniel Ogumodede. And a chance to strike this one! Oh, not too far away. Now the goalkeeper got a slight touch. Great save. You want to call that from Fake James. More like it from Remo Stars, and it had to come from that man. Adedayo Olamileko.
My super player, Emmanuel. I just needed to make you laugh at this point. Wonderful strike, almost a replica of what you saw when they won that game by 1-0 against Niger Tornadoes. He knows how to deliver from right and left, and that ball was destined for the back of the net. What a save it was from Faith James. Lovely save and lovely push over the bar, and the best we've seen from Remo Stars so far.
Another corner for Remo Stars. Half an hour into this game, the home side still searching for the leveler. You know, the 6-yard box is congested. Fabian and Waliu Ojetoye going toe-to-toe in that instance. Oh, Fabian needs to be calm. They are chasing this game. This is what they don't need, Remo Stars. They need level heads.
Sometimes it can be really frustrating when the player tries to go around you and stopping you from doing the header. The referee is doing a great job right there, making sure that both of them are in tandem, bringing calmness before the corner is taken. And I love what he's just done because it's already hot weather. You don't need any heat time on that football pitch again.
And this time the corner will come from Tochko Michael. Faith James off his line, got a touch. Well, before this game, Nuruddin Awero spoke about why he has brought Faith James to the starting lineup today. He made mention about his stature, his height, how good he is going for those aerial balls, and from moments ago what we saw making that save coming off of that corner, so far it's paid dividends for Ikorodu City.
Always going to pay dividends, that man. I just have that soft spot for him from the two goalkeepers against Aino. No disrespect to the goalkeeper and the miscue he had the last time out. He's been trusted and he's done some great jobs also. But Faith James seems to have won the hearts of so many, even if he also had his own howlers a couple of times this season. But wonderful confidence is shown in this game. And that's what you need in a game like this. Having gone 1-0 up, you don't just want to concede any kind of goal.
Sikiru Alimi has returned the favor to Tochko Michael. Well, he's almost trying to say he's kept it alive. But the referee has took that one to have gone out of play. So it's a throw-in for Ikorodu City.
Didn't see that coming. I thought he touched that one at the nick of time. But the assistant referee must have seen that even clearer and then decided that he wasn't going to give it as a player had to blow down for a throw.
Remo Stars still trying to get themselves back in this game. Tosin Oyedekun's goal, still the difference between these two sides. Well, the last time Remo Stars played here was against Niger Tornadoes. It was also another game where they left it late. And now a chance for Sikiru Alimi to chase. Great sweeper goalkeeping from Faith James. Timed that one to perfection to make that clearance.
It's been delivering so far. The reason behind Remo Stars not being able to get a goal so far in this game. Lovely one, man, keeping faith in himself and his brilliance. Had to quickly work on his instincts to do that clearance. Ran ahead. What a perfect through ball that would have been for Sikiru Alimi, who was running in the direction of putting that ball in the back of the net with just 1 or 2 touches. Unfortunately, Faith James was there ahead of time.
A heavy touch from Ismail Sadiq. And out for an Ikorodu City throw-in. Ikorodu City still in possession here. Salah Yusuf robbed off the ball by Alimi Sikiru. Nicely done from Alimi. Got the return pass from Adedayo Olamileko. The poor back pass there from Ngengeli Leonard. Well, nicely shielded there by Chibuike Hebulam, just preventing Ibrahim Shoaib from getting to the end of that pass. This time Waliu closed down by Bello Babatunde. And the referee has given the advantage to Remo Stars. It's a corner kick.
That was a $1 million screening by that man in the defense, making sure that that ball didn't get to the final attempt. A poor party was from the Ikorodu City defense, but good way to get off it. At least it's better than conceding the goal. They will settle for this corner, even if he wasn't pleased on time to Wadi Ojeto, the captain of the side, trying to plead the innocence and plead that he was actually in their favor. Wanted a goal kick, but the referee gave it the other way.
Ten minutes to the end of this first 45. Corner for Remo Stars. This time on the left-hand side of the home side's attack. Taken short by Ismail Sadiq. And this time not the best of strikes from Tochko Michael. Well, the routines so far from the two sides, not just from Remo Stars. Been trying to take it not to the regular template, taking those corners short, needing 2 touches from those free kicks. But so far it's not worked out for either side in this game.
You just have to try something new, but it must be something you're used to, or you must have practiced and to bring some perfection into it. Putting it on a day like this is a very difficult one. So maybe sometime it's going to work. But what I've noticed is that both teams are very much alert to any new sign or any new move the opponent is trying to make.
Gradually approaching the 40-minute mark in this game. Now, Ikorodu City looking to do what no team has done so far this season. Beat Remo Stars in front of their home fans. And what a result it will be if he stays this way. Now, so far they've held on to their grounds. They've held their own so far against the champions. That's Belu Babatunde. The pass too heavy for Alex Oyowa. Straight to Hardison. Kilichinwe. Should Paul Venice. The ball header back from Gegeliona. A chance for Alibi Sikiru. And Remo Stars have drawn level. Ecstasy for defense. Sikiru Alimi needs the noise to raise higher. The man for the big occasion has benefited of a gift from Ngengelione. Daniel Ogumade is still animated, calling for calm. But Remo Stars are level in this game, much to the delight of the crowd here today. He fumbled for the first goal, and now he's a happy man. Sikiru Alimi, the goal scorer. Remo Stars back level. Game on in Ikene.
He had been pushing for this, that man, Sikiru Alimi, making it 5 goals for himself this season. Harrison's on to try to make that pass out there. And Ngengelione, for the opting time, making a huge error in this game. Well sold to the opponent, and you don't want to give such to the best striker for the team. One who almost won the top scorer last season. Not to mention the goalkeeper. Such an agricultural header to your own opponent. They have been making this mistake, and it just had to come to them at this point in time, and they find out they're taking advantage, Remo Stars. Not the way they want to get an equalizer, just the way we saw the last game for Ikorodu City.
38 minutes on the clock. Remo Stars 1, Ikorodu City 1. The fans are alive now, cheering every pass from the home side. And Sikiru Alimi, who tackled moments ago, his 5th of the season, coming on his 29th appearance. Off the defensive error from Ngengelione. 2 arrows that are left to go today. Maybe the first not. Do you want to call that an error or a goalkeeping howler? Is there any difference between a howler and an error?
I don't think the first one was so much of an error. Could happen anywhere. There were still chances to cover up for that error, but unfortunately they couldn't make it. Poor defense when you couldn't thought of him striking from that distance.
Looking for the second, trying to get in front for the first time in this game. Interesting to see how Ikorodu City now will see out the remainder of this game.
That's what the question is. If they had left this late, maybe we would have been talking about the Remo Stars still celebrating if they had gotten a draw. But now it has to be a win for them, and this is where Ikorodu City will have to walk their socks up. They must do this for 90 minutes. How do they get through? A big question that remains to be answered. That was really a poor one from Gege Leonard, and that will just affect his confidence, just the same way it did to the goalkeeper the last time out. Oluwadam Lola, a goalkeeper who did not the best way in their game against Bayelsa United.
Five more minutes left to normal time. 5 minutes plus other time left to the end of this first 45. Remo Stars 1, Ikorodu City 1. Tosin Oyedekun for the Oga Boys. Sikiru Alimi for the Sky Blue Stars. Oh, beautiful done there by Bello Babatunde. He's got options at the far post. He's found his man. Sikiru Alimi for his prize. And it's two for Remo Stars. It's Shoaibu Ibrahim. Remo Stars have turned this around, and it didn't take long. He scored in Lagos, and he has scored in Ikene. Shoaibu Ibrahim with a beautiful finish to put Remo Stars in front. What a day to score a goal in a football game. For James, who's the brilliant all game, beaten twice. And that didn't take long. Remo Stars, even the bench, up on their feet to celebrate that one. Beautifully done from Bello Babatunde. Matched by the finish from Shoaibu Ibrahim.
Completely onside. That's the first thing I had to check. And the number 4 man, Babatunde Bello, made a very lovely pass from the right to the left. Looking out for that man, Shoaibu Ibrahim. Well positioned. Controls the ball with his left and slots it into the left side also of the goalkeeper, putting it to his own right. Sending the fans to ecstasy, putting that noise on the crowd. And like I said, it's going to be really hard for Ikorodu City to pick up after conceding that first goal from that error. So early for them to concede in a game like this. Now it's now 2. It's just about how many Remo Stars will score in this game.
They are back to life, the home crowd. He can smile now, Daniel Ogumodede. His side, for the first time in this game, are in front. As we approach half-time in this game of football.
And I said it to you earlier, he's not one who will settle for less. He's not one who will watch out or go on to party forgetting that the game is to come on. He will do anything to get this result. And I won't be surprised if he makes a change this early. He knows this game so well. Even when his team is leading, he can go all out to get the results. He doesn't take any kind of nonsense from a player, and you've seen it so far from the side. But by the way, there's been some agricultural defending from the Ikorodu City side, losing momentum after conceding that first goal. They cannot just wait for that break to come up, so they can re-strategize and rebuild their confidence again.
Interesting to see what the strategy will be for the remainder of this game. And Remo Stars, when they go front, it's hard to see them drop points.
I'm not sure they've come to lose a game like this on their own home ground. They've never lost on this home ground. Even going away, when they get in this position, it's so tough. I was looking at second half where you had the likes of Samson Olajupo and Hadi Haruna to come turn the game around. But they didn't have to wait for that. The noise alone from the first half and the fans is showing that the trust man strategy is really working.
And of course, Timano Solomon now down on the top in some discomfort. Free kick for Ikorodu City. Harrison Ozondi sends the cross into the box. This time an easy catch for Adebi Obasa.
It wasn't the best of it. It's about Ikorodu City trying to find their feet. They've lost that confidence, and it's the same mistake again.
Another chance for Remo Stars to get a third goal. Sikiru Alimi looking for his brace, brought down. The free kick has been awarded to Remo Stars. The yellow card is out and it's been brandished to the captain, Waliu Ojetoye. Two crucial players in the books now. Waliu and Ngenge Leonard. A wry smile from the face of Alimi Sikiru. Was through on goal and clearly brought down.
We saw a red card in this game the last time. It was against Ahmed Akinyele for Remo Stars. And the fans are screaming already. They felt that was supposed to be a red card to Waliu Ojetoye. He went in for that tackle from the back. And look at him. It was just a shove, stopping the goal mount positioning from that man, Sikiru Alimi, who would have made it a brace already. And a 2-goal lead if he had gotten to position himself for that one and slotted the ball to the back of the net. The same error, and they are taking advantage of it, moving the ball from the left to the right. And the men from the opposing team have not been able to understand this strategy. It's going to be a long one for them as they look to at least defend this free kick and maybe take this result into the second half.
Mano Solomon has stayed down for Ikorodu City. Won't be needing the stretcher, but this free kick will be taken. Oh, this is a delicate position. Dutchko Michael has scored from a free kick here this season. We'll try to replicate that once again. It's a 5-man wall for Ikorodu City. We've gone past the 45th minute mark. We are in added time. It's 3 minutes of added time. Remo Stars searching for their third goal.
Very, very possible. They've got great set piece takers. Nduka Jr. is also one of them. I won't be surprised if he's the one that takes this free kick.
Well, the fans are anticipating this one. It's Junior Nduka to take. The wall just repelling that one. It's a corner. Oh, any surprise that it was Junior Nduka who took that one?
I wasn't surprised. I saw it coming. He's very much in position for that, but not the best of free kicks from him. I wouldn't say it wasn't really, it was a poor one, actually. It was just the wall doing his job. Heading that one just over the crossbar. We would have been talking about the third goal for the side.
Corner kick for Remo Stars. Sikiru Alimi. Sikiru Alimi sends this one in, a chance for Remo Stars. Oh, the header just couldn't connect. Still Remo Stars. We are into the final minute of added time, and the referee has seen enough in this first 45. Remo Stars needed to come from behind. It's been an entertaining game of football. Alex Oyowa has given us all in this first 45 minutes, but what a game it has been. Tosin Oyedepo scored first for Ikorodu City. Sikiru Alimi off a poor defensive header from Ngenge Leonard with the equalizer. And then the second from Shoaibu Ibrahim, put through on goal, made no mistake with the finish to put Remo Stars in front for the very first time in this game. What a brilliant game of football it has been. Surely the fans have enjoyed every bit of the action here at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene. Well, these Ikorodu City players, a good side no doubt, but they would need to regroup for the second 45. And so far it is the home side Remo Stars who will have the bragging rights heading into the halftime break. Remo Stars, the champions, already confirmed champions, in front after 45 minutes. Halftime score, it's Remo Stars 2, Ikorodu City 1. Well, it's in 45 minutes of action here from the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikorodu. It is the home side who are in front after trailing for large parts of the first 45, but they lead by 2-1 against Ikorodu City. Tosin got the opener on the 17th minute mark, and then Alimi Sikru with the equalizer in the 38th minute, and then Shuaibu Ibrahim with the all-important second goal to put Remo Stars in front for the very first time in this game. These fans are having a fun time here. They're enjoying every bit of their stay here today at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikorodu. It's been a wonderful game of football. It's been entertaining. It's a fanfare here in Remo land in Ikorodu, and Remo Stars in front against Ikorodu City. Well, in case you missed the first 45, we've got the highlights for you. It's been a game that has been enjoyable to watch. Well, it began with a guard of honor for the champions, which Remo Stars took in great faith as they are champions already. Well, Ikorodu City got us underway and showed their intentions at the early minutes of this game, just making those attacking moves to Remo Stars' goal. But Remo Stars slowly got themselves into the game. Just 4 minutes on the clock, the cross from Ismail Sadiq and the header from Adedayo Olamileko, just inches wide off the target. Early signs, warning signs for Ikorodu City, but Adedayo Olamileko just couldn't put that header on the back of the net. It's been a key figure for Remo Stars all season, but yet to get on the score sheet in this game. Well, in the quarter-hour mark, Ikorodu City got their noses in front. It came from the strike from Tosin Oyedekun from over 20 yards out. He saw that one coming. Adebi Obasa bounced in front of the goalkeeper and threw his arms, under his arms actually, and into the back of the net. Tosin, against all the odds, gave Ikorodu City an early lead in this game. But they got the equalizer, Remo Stars. They kept on fighting, and it came off this poor defensive header from Ngenge Leonard. Fell kindly to Alimi Sikiru, and he made no mistake with the finish. Great first touch from Sikiru Alimi. The first touch was everything, and the finish through the legs of Faith James, the goalkeeper, who had nothing to do to prevent that one from going in. Remo Stars back level, and he came from the marksman, Alimi Sikiru, his 5th of the season. Remo Stars showed great fight, showed great desire, and their reward came eventually via this equalizer from Alimi Sikiru. Well, cue that celebration from the centre forward for Remo Stars. Well, it didn't take too long, and they are in front for the first time in this game. Great play from Bello Babatunde. Carried the ball all through from the center of the park to find Shuaibu Ibrahim. And what a finish it was from the Remo Stars number 8. He called for the pass, got the pass eventually, and played it just above Faith James, the goalkeeper, who came off his line, made himself big, but not big enough to prevent the strike from Shuaibu Ibrahim. Great finish from the Remo Stars center forward, who is Sikiru Alimi's center forward partner today. The third goal couldn't come for the Sky Blue Stars after 45 minutes, and after added time, Remo Stars kept on fighting, but they will hold on to their 2-1 lead heading into the halftime break. Eventful game of football in a lively atmosphere at the Remo Stars Stadium. It is the final Southwest Derby of the season, and Remo Stars yet to lose a derby so far, looking like they will claim all 3 points in this one. But we've still got 45 more minutes. But halftime score is Remo Stars 2, Ikorodu City 1. We'll go on a break. When we return, it is straight into the action for the second 45. Don't you go anywhere.
Director, we can't hear you. I'm just using my initiative to do this thing. Now, I already said we will go on a break. I didn't know you want to show this. I can't hear you. You see, that is working on the audio. I hear you.
Welcome back to the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikorodu. We are set for the second 45. We are set for the second 45. Remo Stars 2, Ikorodu City 1. We await a thrilling second 45 minutes of action here today. I would have enjoyed every bit of this football game here, the fans here today. We're hoping to see more goals to celebrate in this second 45. It's a stadium that has been filled to the brim. We've got more fans also making their way into the stadium to witness this historic day in Remo land for Remo Stars. Both teams back on the playing surface for the second 45. How do you see this one panning out come the end of 90 minutes?
I want to believe Remo Stars are coming with the same passion. I also want to believe that Nuruddin Awero has been able to instill some confidence in his boys, because that is needed at this point in time. They've considered goals with reckless abandon, needless goals. A team that scored over 57 goals at this point in time are still very much in this game. I predicted that they were going to get a draw, but I just knew that this kind of atmosphere might just wear them out, which is what is happening at this point in time. They need to turn things around, look for a way to be calm. They've got the goal scorers. We've not seen the best of their attackers. Aside that goal we saw from a distance, and they need to turn it around with the confidence they're going to be playing with in the second half. If that is done, then we'll see a different Ikorodu City side.
We're on the way for the second 45. Remo Stars 2, Ikorodu City 1. The home side now playing from right to left. And their regular sky blue attire. If you're just joining us, in case you missed the first 45, you missed a whole lot of action. Not to worry. We expect the second half to live up to what we saw in the first 45. Early signs here. Corner for Remo Stars. Just before that game against Economy Warriors, they've got they had a chance to match Rivers United tied to winning point margin, but they lost in Medugri against Economy Warriors. But now the final two match days of the season, can get wins in both games. to be a decent way to end the season. But first off here, this is more important, you want to say, because it is in front of the home fans, and it might set a record of an unbeaten home season. A low corner from Tuchel Michael, the flick. Nicely done. A chance now for a touch for Remo. The strike comes in! Less than 2 minutes into the second 45. He got the assist for the second. And now he's on the score sheets. Bello Babatunde, the defensive midfielder, the unlikeliest of goal scorers here today, has given Remo Stars a third goal in this fixture. Well, cue that smile from the man. What a day to get on the score sheets. On the final match day in front of the home fans. He's loved by everyone, Bello Babatunde, and what a delight to see him score.
What a corner that was. A low drive, gets into the box, poorly defended, not well cleared, falls kindly to that man, Bello Babatunde, and he slots it again to that same place for the goalkeeper. To the left side, goes under his arm, slow dive. He couldn't see the one so clearly. And as usual, the fullbacks are doing their job. And just a way for Bello Babatunde to get this one after getting an assist. Lovely finish to make it 3-1.
You have to applaud the corner kick routine there from Remo Stars. It was beautifully walked. Just when everyone was waiting for the cross to come into the box, he was taken short, and the flick came in. Another touch from Fabian Nwore, and the finish from Bello Babatunde, the number 4 man for the Sky Blue Stars, getting himself on the score sheets today for Remo Stars. What a way to score. Faith James, who's been brilliant all game today. Surprising to see that he has conceded 3 in this fixture. First goal of the season for Bello Babatunde, and what a way to score. What an occasion to score. Remo Stars 3, Ikorodu City 1.
A brilliant way to get into the second half. More pressure piling on Ikorodu City. They've never played in front of this fans, this number of fans, I can argue. And that's what is happening at this point in time. Look at the numbers they're playing against. Almost a packed stadium, with fans even standing at some points, just making sure that they see this game. And I think they found some trouble. They went out for some trouble after scoring that first goal. All Remo Stars needed was to get an equalizer, which has turned the game around for them at this point in time. Well, you give more to the poor defensive errors that we've seen from Ikorodu City, who will be looking to turn things around from this particular encounter.
.48 minutes on the clock, an early goal for Remo Stars. They have a 2-goal advantage in this fixture. Can they get a 4th goal from this free kick? Tuchel Michael once again has decided to go low. Dedayo Lamalekon, the cross was blocked. Well, Ikorodu City looked deflated when that 3rd goal went in. Looked like they're giving up here.
It's almost that way, and it's going to be hard for them to get back into this game. Then this is the advantage of playing in front of your home crowd, and they just have to start getting players in.
No substitution there for the Oga boys as they try to take something from this game. The corner comes in to Ali King. Struck against the top of the crossbar. And almost taking the goalkeeper off that there.
One of the most deceitful corners you will ever see. He just ran there like he knew nothing and struck the ball with almost ease precision. Ismail Sadiq getting that support from the man who's just been instrumental, Junior Nduka. And what a corner he took right there, almost getting to the back of the net from that corner.
Oh, Suleiman Nasiru is on to replace Wali Ojete. Surprise substitution there from Ikorodu City. Just 5 minutes into the second 45. An early goal for Remo Stars. We've seen them go 3-1 up. Oladimeji Dada also substitutes in this game. Brought on for Ikorodu City.
He had to come in earlier on because we saw that injury worry for the team. It was clear that Solomon Emmanuel wasn't going to make it back on the pitch. So 2 substitutions already for the side, Ikorodu City.
The corner comes in from the Oga boys. All over the heads of everyone, but kept in play by Onwe Kelechi. A pull there on Adedayo Lamilekon spotted by the referee. Pulled by Tosin. It's a free kick for Remo Stars.
Clearly a free kick. He had to just wait for that one. It was clearly pulled jersey by Tosin. Until he brought him down, he wouldn't let him go. Collected that one with his chest, but was going to go nowhere. Spot on from the referee. The Vuvuzela's has loud, as you could hear in South Africa when the 2010 World Cup was ongoing. That's how dedicated these fans are. That's how joyful they are. That's how noisy they can be. Noisier than the noisy Lagosians or Sporting Lagos. It makes this game really interesting, I tell you, Mano.
Champions for the first time, Remo Stars. Ikorodu City is standing in the way today. So far, there's no match for the Sky Blue Stars. Remo Stars moved to Ogun State in 2011. Settling down in the proprietor's hometown, Ikene, in Remo Land, Ogun State. It's pretty much here today to enjoy the action. The collision there between two centre-backs. Just poor communication there from Leonard and Chibuke Ohegulam. Well, it resulted to nothing, so it's a throw-in for Ikorodu City. It seems Leonard has hurt himself in that collision.
Just been their greatest undoing, the defensive setup. Kelechi and Chibuike have been having issues deciding who's to go for a particular ball. We saw it earlier, also with Ngenge Leonard. Painful stages for them, not what they want to see. But that's what they are facing at this point. 3-1 down. In a game they started so brightly and had hopes that they were going to at least pick a point from.
We're looking for the fourth goal. Free kick for Ikorodu City. A foul on Leonard. Foul by Shoaib Ibrahim. Great desire to get to the end of that pass.
I think they are winning the free kicks at this point. It was a great one from that man, Ngenge Leonard. Went in and at least spotted that through ball. That has been the strength of Remo Stars. And they won the second free kick again as they move for the attack.
Oh, decent looking cross from Suleiman Nasiru. Ikorodu City looking for a second foul in the box. The referee has waved play on. Nasiru sends another cross into the area. A chance for Ikorodu City. This time, Salah Yusuf couldn't hit that strike on target. Looking for the penalty. First glance, he thought the decision was going to come.
He knew he had shot himself in the foot when he struck that ball. Wasn't happy with himself, had to scream so high in pain that he struck that ball so poorly. Remo Stars are not giving any chances. They're going with those sweeper tackles, making sure that nothing gets to the goalkeeper, Adebiyi Obasa. It's been some great defending from them. And you wonder, where's the player, the top scorer for the side? Shola Adelani, almost lost on this football pitch. You hardly find him. He switched positions a couple of times, but seems not to be working. And that's what Remo Stars have put right here. Ikorodu City would have seen fans like this at the Unicon Stadium, or playing away with such amount of fans. Hardly finding a single one in your support is really domineering and devastating. It's putting them in that situation where they can hardly cope or push further. We have to play one man down in that sense, with the fans becoming the trucksmen.
A chance now for Ikorodu City to try to draw themselves back into this game. Ayomide Cole, we talked about Adela Neshola. Ayomide Cole has also been quiet all game for Ikorodu City. It's been that sort of day for the visitors.
It was expected. The goal came out of nothing. Seeing Ayomide Cole coming off the bench, it's a good way to at least show that he's present.
One player down for Remo Stars. The attention of the medics would be needed. A little over 10 minutes into the second 45. It's Remo Stars 3. Ikorodu City 1. The home side having to come from behind. A shake of the head from Faith James. Back in goal today for Ikorodu City. Oh, more fans make their way into the stadium. It's been that sort of day for Remo Stars. It's a special day, one of a kind. A day they would be lifting the NPFL trophy. And safe to say, these fans want to catch every beat of the action, every beat of that trophy lift. As much as the one who's been here on time, seated, and has been enjoying the action so far. Joseph Ogabo, center referee.
I think you should add Doctor.
Dr. Joseph Ogabo. Right, I needed to add that.
He's been doing the whole job, trying to make sure that everyone is fine on this football pitch.
Corner for Ikorodu City, Harrison will take, like he's done all game on set piece duties. Corner comes in from Harrison. The header from Ikorodu City was cleared off the line, and the follow-up. Obasa made the save. And now on the break, Remo Stars. Here's Fabian Nwore. And the pass was blocked. A chance now for a fourth goal for Remo Stars. There's Alimi Sikiru. The strike comes in. Faith James with a save with his left legs. Could have been 4 for Ikorodu City, for Remo Stars rather.
What a decent pass that was. Another defensive highlight from the side. It was a beautiful move, and we saw how they stopped that one on the touchline. Adibi Obasa, he was almost going to the back of the net. Great header, but unfortunately he didn't go into it, as they played all they could to just make sure that it happened. What a football game we're seeing in this encounter, as Remo Stars are continually pushing.
Well, it's been that sort of day. A shake of the head from Ngenge Leonard. Ikorodu City still trying to see what they can take from this game. As we approach the 1 hour mark, it's Remo Stars 3, Ikorodu City 1. Tochukwu Michael has done his bit so far in this game. Here's Harrison Usundu for Ikorodu City. The cross comes in from Harrison. The control from Ayomide Cole. Back to Harrison. Here's Oladimeji Dada. A good looking cross. Obasa will claim.
It's been so onto the task. They've really put the opposing side in some kind of box, struggling to actually create those chances that you know them to also create. They've scored them 3 goals here also earlier on against Sunshine Stars, where they lost 4 goals to 3. So scoring on this ground is not a difficult one for them. But like I said, the 12th man is playing a huge role as Remo Stars are continually pushing even for more.
Heshab Ibrahim to Ismail Sadiq. Advantage Ikorodu City. Away from home, they've not been convincing, Ikorodu City. 18 games away from home, just 2 wins, 6 draws and 10 losses. Scored 11 goals, they've conceded 23 away from home this season. Stark contrast to their home form that has seen them in a position to fight for continental football next season.
The home form has really done a lot for them. A team with the highest number of goals, 57 this season. It's a huge applaud for them, no matter what the result looks like at this point in time. They have done what they should do as a newly promoted side. While others are fighting to escape relegation, they are there pushing to finish in a good position for the continent. This result, notwithstanding, Ikorodu City are a fantastic side, and it's expected from any away side in such an environment not to be soaked up in the pressure that's been brought up by the fans.
A man down for Remo Stars, Shaibu Ibrahim, a man who stayed down. What an atmosphere it's been so far here in Ikene at the Remo Stars Stadium. They heed the call, they came in their numbers. Remo Stars here today to lift the NPFL title. A historic day for the Remo faithfuls who are here to enjoy every bit of the action.
Substitution has started calm us on, and there's really so much noise from the fans. There is something they are saying that is giving them so much joy, and they cannot just hold back. As Ikorodu City continually push, it's going to be hard. All they need to do is keep their calm, see if they can keep their possession, which is going to be really difficult, and find a way to at least get one goal, which is going to be the hope they have at this point in time.
The chance now for Ikorodu City, still chasing, trying to get the second goal. But if they get a second, he will set up for an interesting end to this football game. Shaibu Ibrahim just limping out to wait to see if he would continue in this game.
Such a substitution for Remo Stars at this point in time. Shaibu Ibrahim having to step out of the football pitch, being replaced by Joseph Abba. A top substitution for the team, not a good one, a forced error, or a forced substitution rather. That injury is a huge challenge. But whichever way, it's almost been like for Remo Stars all season. You know them to always keep their standards, no matter who comes in. And Joseph Abba is one of those players who will be looking to take the opportunity as quickly as possible.
Early Numaya, it's Abia Warriors 1, Economy Warriors 1. So that fight for the continent will go on into the final match day of the season. The Abia Warriors traveling to Lagos to take on Ikorodu City. Nasarawa United lead in Gombe against Aimba as it stands by 2-1. Akwa United 1-0 up against Bayelsa United as they fight to secure their top flight status for next season. In Jos, Plateau United 2, Lobi Stars 1. In Ijebu, Sunshine Stars 1, Niger Tornadoes 1. The Cathedral, Rangers International 2, Casino United 0. And in Kano, the Sunny Abata Stadium, Scanopilas 1, Shooting Stars 1. Kora United lead 2-0 at home to Rivers United. And Benden Insurance in Benin, a 1-0 up against Heartland. All games still currently ongoing ahead of the final match day of the season. Well, back here in Remo Stars Ikene, it's Remo Stars 3, Ikorodu City 1 after 65 minutes of action. Here's Suleiman Nasiru, the cross into the box. Ayomide Cole, great play there. The strike was blocked by Ahmed Akinyele.
And I think they're constantly pushing out, pushing forward rather, the Ikorodu City side. The Oga boys really want to get something out of this game. They're thinking they can make it happen. They know it's just a little from the team they are competing against for that third position, Abia Warriors, who can score at any point in time. There's just so much noise from the fans. as they look to take their second ball.
.66 minutes on the clock. Corner for Remo Stars. It's actually a free kick. And it's been the loudest here all season. And you can understand why. Played long by Fabian Ori, headed by Chibuke Iwuiwe. Remo Stars looking for the fourth. He could come here for the Sky Blue Stars. A chance for a fourth goal! And Remo Stars are running riot. Adedayo Olamilekon, remember the name. It's been a remarkable season for the number 10 man. And he has scuffed it off in style in front of the home fans. Remo Stars 4 goals up. And boy, you heard me clearly, they had to come from behind. And they are running riots in this derby tie. The player of the season, no doubt. From the words of the head coach, Daniel Ogumodede. Adedayo Olamilekon is on the score sheet for goal number 7 of this successful campaign.
What a finish that was. World class. Runs to it, Harrison is on the tries to close down. At same place, he places the ball. Look at that pass. What a brilliance Remo Stars are displaying today. Lovely with the side foot, and the first control of the ball shows that this man truly becomes a Super Eagles player when I wake up in the next world. That's just a world-class finish, I must tell you. That's a man that's really lifted the side. Scored the only goal that won the title for them against Niger Tornadoes.
And cue that celebration from player and manager. He loves this man so much.
And he makes it happen every time he gives him that boot. He deserves that boot to be cleaned, even by his manager, not by his teammates this point in time. The top scorer for the side and the true number 10 for the team.
Remo Stars 4, Ikorodu City 1. It's been a mismatch so far.
What a way to take a revenge. They felt they were going to win that game in the first leg. Consider the goal in the 90th minute. They had a red card up to that man, the defender, who was actually on the pitch today, enjoying everything, not having too much pressure as he did the first time. And you can see the fans are putting so much pressure.
Oh, beautiful skill there. Nicely done by Fabian Ward. The fans are loving it here in Ikene. Even the centre-backs have got time now for some showboating. What a skill that was.
You saw the way he started the game. You knew he wanted to do something in this game. He had made some very lovely runs. Ahmed Akinyele is happy to be on this pitch, seeing his team win this game. He was really angry the last time. He was very emotional. Before he left the pitch, it took some time. Right there at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Onikon. But today he's playing in a game where he's not faced too much of pressure. And that's because they are playing in front of their home fans. They won the title already, but no way, they're not going to go down that way. They want to win the game, even after winning the title. And that's what they're showing on this football pitch. Give it to the Sky Blue Stars. The Sky truly is their limit. Because they've shown what they are made of. And they've shown that 15 years is not just years. It's been time for building, getting closer, and moving from second to first after trying that 3 times.
Double change for Ikorodu City. Rivio and Shodende Moses will be getting a taste of the action for the final 20 minutes of this game. Well, not the best of returns to Remo land for Nuruddin Aweroro. Was spoken highly of by Daniel Ogumodede. He's got affiliations with Remo Stars back here and hoping to spoil the party, but no party spoilers here today.
Not in any way it's going to be a party spoiler. He's just coming here to see his team being drowned in their first ever visit to Remo Stars playing at home. Not the one against Sunshine Stars, I mean, at this point in time. Now they've considered 8 goals on this stadium, scoring a total of 4. at least from what we've seen so far. Who knows if more is going to come in, either for them or the other one, or the other way rather. Not the best of results, not the kind of scoreline they want. And I think it all started with those errors that puts them under the unnecessary pressure that they find themselves. Defensive problems that they have to work on before next season.
Much calmer now. Daniel Ogumodede is pretty much job done here today.
I think it's the best time to look at his tuxedos. He's looking really smart. As usual, he's not going to be screaming on top of his voice at this point in time or having any issues with the officials because it's all been perfect.
Is the tuxedo better than what you're wearing?
Emmanuel, can we just face this business at this point in time? I don't want to laugh. We don't want to talk about the beauty. The prize is also something else, Emmanuel. Let me stay on my level. How can you be competing with a champion?
No, rightly said. Remo Stars, no doubt champions. And the man, largely tied a super sub, will also get a taste of the action. Adi Aruna, it's a double change. Sikir Alimi will make way. He's done his job today on the score sheet. It's got the equalizer for Remo Stars. And now he makes way for Samson or Lasubo. And also Haruna Hadi would be the other player coming on for Remo Stars. Two players who know how to do them jobs from the bench.
No better subs when it comes to lifting the team when they are down. They've really done what they have to do. They paid their dues. And you must say Hadi Aruna and Olasupo have been truly impressive in these teams. The reason why they are winning this title, we must say thanks to both of them. Really, really an interesting one.
.73 minutes of action. All has been quiet all game. Shola Adelani. Now the scoreboards reads Remo Stars 4, Ikorodu City 1. Clearly and boldly written.
So I think Remo Stars are still just enjoying the game, moving as fast as they can. And the way they are playing, it looks like they don't want to stop scoring. So they're playing the best of football that you know them to always play when they're in this situation. And it's causing more trouble and more harm for the Ikorodu City side.
For much of the decent jobs they've done all season, Chibuke Ohebulam and Ngenge Leonard, they've conceded 4 here today. Fifteen more minutes left to 90 minutes. Remo Stars 4, Ikorodu City 1. Free kick for the Sky Blue Stars in a promising position to be the icing on the cake if this one goes in. The free kick comes in, the strike was blocked. Struck against the wall. 75 minutes of action. Remo Stars 4, Ikorodu City 1. Are we going to see any more games in this game? We've seen 5 so far. It's lived up to every expectation. It's a proper derby game. Started with great intensity from these two sides. Ikorodu City showing that they can also do the job when it comes to derby games. But Remo Stars showing champion stuff. to score 4 from behind.
It's just what they had to do. They've done it right. It's just a display of skill at this point in time, trying to keep the fans happy beyond just scoring the goals.
Infringement spotted, but play will carry on. The free kick was given. Had to be taken in the proper position. Made a call. Also made his mark this season for Ikorodu City into double figures for goals. They've all been caged here at the Remo Star Stadium. Made a call. He's also got 10 goals for Ikorodu City. Most of his goals have been off the bench.
The fans are also not left out, enjoying themselves as the goals are also pouring in the favor of the home team. You wonder still why Waliu Jote was taken off. I think there must have been some cases of injury or tactical reasons. So Lemon Nasuru has tried as much as he can to put those crosses and it's not working out. We're seeing the looks of that man, Student Moses, not looking happy at any point in time. He wants to do something in this game. They still want to make their mark. They're pushing as much as they can to see if they can get the result. Well, how possible?
Remo Stars looking for a 5th goal. Yeah, here's Ari Aduna. Well, decided to go all along with that strike. Still hungry for more Remo Stars.
Moving so well. Busting forward, getting those lobbed passes to the final third. And Hadi Aruna will always do his job in that final third. Struck that one so well, but unfortunately, it was a deflection. Ikorodu City are also not backing down. They're pushing as much as they can, but it's still not enough. It's, the more dedicated side, who have the support of the fans, are the ones doing the job and doing the destruction. They've now made Ikorodu City look like a very bad side. No thanks to the errors they started with. Ikorodu City.
$80 minutes on the clock. They can't wait for when that trophy will be lifted. Well, as what an atmosphere. What an attendance.
Stadium filled to the brim. This is the best they have had. Giving some free tickets to those who have their jerseys. Free entry to them. And you can see them when the camera pans on them. All blue looking atmosphere. Huge for the Remo Stars and faithful. What a day to be. Even for the young children, we could see the coach of the side, they also bringing his children down from the entrance as they form that guard of honor for the team. They are just having it all right, working perfectly for them. And I tell you, it's brilliant. They've actually not disappointed.
Ikorodu City coming forward. This is great play on that left-hand side. Brought down not once, but twice. Review on Yamere. Clearly a free kick for the Oga boys.
You wonder why that young man started off the bench. Very energetic. He's got that strength, got that tenacity. Cuts past first marker, cuts past the second. And they had no choice than to give him that free kick. It was a dangerous tackle. He knew there was no way he was going to get that ball, and the best thing to do was to bring him down. Babatunde Bello.
Bello Babatunde. The man penalized for that infringement. On the score sheet today, he's first of the season.
What the time he chose to score, even though he picks up a yellow card, it should matter less to him. He's done the justice for his team as they are just about 8 minutes away from lifting this title. Doesn't mean they had not won it before, but lifting the title is actually to be done today as far as the coronation is concerned.
A free kick taken, dealt with by Remo Stars. And now this could be number 5. It's a 4-on-2 situation. We've got Adi Aruna making a run on that other side. Well, the first touch wasn't the best from Alex Oyowa. Ikorodu City will clear the alliance eventually. There was Abba Joseph, I beg your pardon, and now he goes into the referee's box. A poor first touch from the centre forward.
Very poor one from Remo Stars. A great move that started so brightly. Well controlled in that box. You just wonder what exactly would have left a yellow card for Joseph Abba. The referee wouldn't waste any time in giving that one, as the free kick is awarded to the away team, Ikorodu City. I think I like how they've actually responded, Remo Stars. They know even a draw is enough for the fans, or enough for them. But for the fans, they did everything to make sure that they get this victory, and they are coasting to it already. It will only take a miracle, or beyond even a miracle, to have Ikorodu City get back into this game. They don't even look like they can. Remo Stars are still having the upper hand. Very good football they played so far. What a start. Nurudin Awerero still animated, trying to do as much as he can to share those information, even if it's not working at this point.
Another double change for Remo Stars. Kudus Akoni getting ready to come on. Otochukwu Raymond would also be making way for Stanley Joseph. Well, Kudus Akoni has featured sparingly this season for Remo Stars. Another gifted midfielder.
Moves like a fox. He's got that base, that quick in the feet. And that's why they'll be looking to take advantage of. I'm so sure that Logomade is not bothered about how much his team are going to score in this game. He doesn't mind if they score more, as they still move freely. With the new man Akoni also looking to make a statement in this game.
Five more minutes left to play in this game. The champions showing champion stuff against their derby rivals. Great skill here. This could be 5. A chance for Remo Stars. Well, poorly done at the near post. Could have been 5 for the Sky Blue Stars. But after a great work by Abba Joseph, just couldn't match that skill with the finish. through ball for Harrison, closed down by Ismail Sadiq. A cut back from Harrison Osundu, cleared by Junior Ondeka. Back to Harrison. Harrison trying to keep it in play, which he has done. Now can he send the cross in? Brought down, free kick, says the referee.
Clearly a foul. Alex Oyowa not happy with the condition or the decision of the referee. Just a replay of how they would have scored the 5th goal. Good football from this side. Joseph Arba wanted to also be on the score sheet. And having missed out on that, we saw that poor tackle from Alex Oyowa. He had to take that one for the team because Harrison Osundu can be very dangerous with those set pieces. And you know they've got the lanky forwards in Ikorodu City. But unfortunately, it's going to be taken as a free kick, which is also very much dangerous with that man on it.
Ball in the box for Shola. Then Shola strikes. An easy save from Obasa. And it was Kelechi away. Just slim and looks like Shola Delani.
Same lanky physique. Was expecting that cross and to get to the header, but unfortunately it was well defended. Another chance for Harrison Osundu to take a set piece.
The corner comes in. The header was dropping into the post, but cleared off the line. Oh, the goalkeeper beaten in that instance. Oh, the Ikorodu City looking to get a second in this game. Well, they've not walked Adebi Obasa like they would want to since they scored the opener.
They've actually been playing for pride. All they're doing is to make sure that they reduce the deficit. It was a great connection right there. What a defense. And a touchline header. Obasa landing poorly, completely beaten. Felt he would have saved that one. But the man on the touchline did a great job making sure that his help wasn't needed. And unfortunately, he's gone down to some pain. Not a way we want to end this game as they celebrate a trophy winning day. Fans are just celebrating right there. All smiles on their faces. Focused and waiting for that one to be given the title in no time.
They're nearly there, they can celebrate. Whatever the outcome today, they are always going to be champions, but winning their final home game of the season to cap off the season on a high in a derby game. And in front here, handsomely, 4-1. Beautiful end to the season for Remo Stars.
A great way to make it happen. You can see, imagine they are raising the birthday. Shout out to Billy Babatunde. Celebrating him on the day they are going to be presented with the title. They won the league title, celebrating Soname, the owner of the team, the chairman. And now they are celebrating a player of the team. What a way to make it happen.
"90 minutes on the clock, 4 minutes of added time. Remo Stars ready to party, ready to celebrate a season that they will remember for all these players, for all the fans.
What a joy to be. What a day to be to remember for the rest of their lives.
Bello Babatunde stretch it out. He's giving his all today for Remo Stars. A ball over the top from Kelechi Onwe to Oladimeji Dada. Back to Onwe Kelechi. He can shoot. Decided to hold on to the ball. And now to the right for Sulaiman Nasiru. Here's Moses Shodende. Stopped by Tochko Michael. Still in added time. Approaching the second minute of the 4 added. Ikorodu City trying to reduce the deficits deep into added time here today. Here's Oladimeji Dada. Robbed off the ball by Ismail Sadiq. A poor pass there from Hadi Aruna, given away cheaply. Possession back to Ikorodu City. Into the 3rd minute of added time.
That was some dangerous tackle on that man who's been playing his best of football in this team, but has not been able to have it for himself today. Shola Adelani almost lost on this pitch completely. Down at this point in time, being treated on the football pitch. He would have loved to have a great game. He had one against Bayelsa United, scored one of the goals. But the pain for him at this point in time looks like it's going to be stretched out after that tackle. Huge celebrations from the fans. They are just on top of their voices. They wouldn't mind if they lose it today. They wouldn't mind if they go home with their cracky voices. They wouldn't mind if they go home not saying anything. The energy displayed here today shows that they've actually achieved their aim, which is winning this title.
Ikorodu City still looking for their 2nd goal of this game. Just wouldn't come. Adebi Obasa taking a stand. It's 4 minutes of added time complete. The fans can't wait to celebrate. The Remo Stars still hanging on. They're almost there now. It's almost full time. The Sky Blue Stars moving the ball around nicely. The fans loving every beat of the action here. Hadi Aruna brought down.
It's just time away. The joy there is just top notch. Nothing to stop them. Great movement from that man, Akoni. Making the turn here and there. Wanting to make that move into the box. But whether it does it or not, it doesn't affect the result or the scoreline, as they're just waiting for the final whistle from the referee. Just imagine how crowded our pitch is going to be once this one makes happen.
They've played more than the 4 minutes at a time. Ikorodu City are nearly there now. Remo Stars are nearly there. The fans are singing. The cross comes in. Could be 5. All a scramble in the box. And it's a goal kick for the Oga boys. And this might just be it. It is job done. What a way to wrap up the season. And the referee has called for full time. The Remo Stars have ended the season unbeaten on home soil. champion store for the Sky Blue Stars, and they can now celebrate. They are champions of the NPFL 2024-2025, and they will be lifting the trophy today in front of their home fans. They have defeated Ikorodu City in this Southwest Derby. It is the final Southwest Derby of the season, and Remo Stars not just unbeaten at home, but unbeaten in every Southwest Derby they played in this season. Sum up the season as for Remo Stars.
That's Emmanuel, I was almost going to call my name again. A beautiful season, a season with so much ups and downs. A fairy tale season, a fairy tale ending. What a way it is for the Daniel Ogumodede-led side. They started from the beginning so brightly, and this is just the way it should be. That friendliness, that joy, coming back to Remo. Yes, you didn't win the game, but you are respected right here, leading the team to this point. But it should be more of Remo Stars being talked about. A season where we saw so much upgrades from last season, so much away games from the start, and what a way to be ending it. At least I'm on home soil for Remo Stars before they play their last game.
Daniel Ogumodede used to be a footballer back in the day, but didn't play to the top level because of injury. Spent a year with the coaching crew of Portuguese club Fiorense, an experience that have formed the best moments of his coaching career so far. And now he has lifted the title with Remo Stars, his maiden title, after being so close in a couple of occasions. What a day for the hopefuls of Remo Stars, champions of the land. These fans can't wait to see their team lift the trophy.
Just a way to have this trophy made up for them. Look at the joy, look at the beauty, look at the view, that ecstasy, that passion, that much awaited victory. And look at the beautiful trophy they are waiting to lift. Just at the VIPs, they are celebrating in that direction. And it's all well printed and boldly written, champions of the 2024-2025 season. Remo Stars. They didn't just come here to play the football game. They came here to win. And look at the joy. The ones who are praying are praying. The ones who are celebrating are celebrating. And they know what it means to them. They know how lovely their chairman, Kunle Soname, can be. Beyond what they are going to be earning as champions of this league, it is all party time for them from now. You might be talking about the El Clasico, but this is like the biggest time in Nigeria football at this point. Nobody takes it away from them. Remo Stars Supporters Club have been behind them, come rain, come shine. And what a day that the home team has gone past the away team in some emphatic fashion. It's full time and it's Remo Stars 4, Ikorodu City 1. It's still a beautiful game, a game that ended in great fashion, a game that had really, really worked out perfectly. I tell you, what a match for Remo Stars. Considering the first goal, just early in the first half from that Tosin Oyedeku, taking advantage of the defensive error, and scoring 4 goals, 2 in the first half and 2 in the second. Remo Stars ran riot of their opponents, a way to take revenge, winning 5 of their 6 Southwestern Derby. Just to show you the highlights of the game, it was an interesting encounter from start to finish. Just to show you what happened exactly in the second half, that long ball from the man Sadiq couldn't connect to the box. We had the free kick also taken, rather the corner kick, and what a finish it was to make it 3-1. What a finish that was. Lovely drop from Fabian Warren. The defender already showing signs that he can do the job. And he did it so well, dropping that pass easily for the man who scored the third goal for his team. Faith James completely beaten. Lovely one from Raymond. And that was a goal from the man who later picked up a yellow card. Like I said, he wouldn't care. Babatunde Bello making it 3-1 for his side. Huge celebration. Huge celebration, and it was well deserved for the champions. Remember, they won the title 2 weeks ago. Ikorodu City almost got back into this one, and that was a save from the man, Adebi Obasa. The Benenoa doing greatly well to keep the scores 3-1. Just a recap of that save again. Solid header, looking like it was even coming from his own teammates. And what did we know? Ikorodu City will go on for the fourth. What a finish from the best player for Remo Stars this season. He will surely be on the 11-man list for the best team in the NPFL. Olamilekun Adedayo, his 7th goal of the season. Makes that good control. And the second touch was to pull the ball to the right of the goalkeeper. The left of the goalkeeper, rather. Harrison Uzondo couldn't do enough to get that one. What a finish, but what a way to end. It's erratic right here. It's all emotional, it's all joy, and all hugs and embraces here and there. The man of the moment and the team of the moment have made it happen. We saw the way the final whistle was blown by that man, Dr. Ogabo, the referee of today's game. Goes on to pay his spiritual duties. But just as you see on the big screens in the stadium, it's Remo Stars 4, Ikorodu City 1. Just a beautiful performance again. Just to show you the stats of the game, Remo Stars rounding it off. 59% for Remo Stars, and 41% for Ikorodu City. Total shots are for the home side, Remo Stars having 15 against 9 for Ikorodu City. And it was 7 on target for them against 5. We saw the corner kicks and the saves from the goalkeepers, 4 for Remo Stars, showing you how much Ikorodu City put into this game. And 3 to Ikorodu City. We'll now move to our studios live, where we've got Emmanuel live from the studios in Remo. Emmanuel, take it away from here. His mic is on. His mic is on.
me back down. Oh yeah, no we play. Can you bust my name? Hey, are you ready now? We got me low.
That's right. That's one I will take. Me self go press for sure. I be the new taker.
What are you doing?
O take a tea bez on me. I love bez on me. Oh man, me no bez on me. Hustle me jago. I fashion jago. Fico my kitchen raso. Hey jago. Me ni no jago. Should it in your pass? Taco my kitchen raso. Hey jago. Look at solo ni bata. CEO and fashion tia. Oh my tia you go go. Why that more look at goto? I go back there one more rika. Go to the best cinema. I just one. I got two. You are sorry was Switzerland. Why that more America? I fashion one Canada. $50 man can see bet. No money is never enough. Tata Dangote. Going kusoke. To feed them. Oja get on one set your love. Go out go home. Oh no, ya me musalo.
Hey jago.
Hustle me jago. I fashion jago. Fico my kitchen raso. Hey jago. Me dey no jago. Should it be no pass? Taco my kitchen raso. Hey jago. Look at solo ni bata. CEO and fashion tia. Oh my tia me you go go. What that more look at go to. I go back there one more rika. Why fashion one Canada? Jago is that's one I will take. Me self go press for sure. I be the new taker. What he pays on me? What take a tea pays on me? I love pays on me. Oh man, me no pays on me. Hey jago, hustle me jago. I fashion jago. Fico my kitchen raso. Hey jago, me need no jago. Should it be your pass? Taco my kitchen raso. Hey jago, look at solo ni bata. CEO and fashion tia. Oh my tia me you go go. Why that more look at goto? I go back there one more rika. Go to the best cinema. I just one, I got two. You are sorry was Switzerland. Why that more America? I fashion one Canada. $50 man can see bet. No money is never enough. Tata Dangote. Call me kusoke. I left them to feed them. Oja get on one set your love. Go out to go home. Oh no, ya me musalo.
Can I make some noise for the one and only Show Day? Very quickly, we're getting ready for the trophy presentation. And most importantly, we would like to say a very big thank you and welcome the absolutely lovely presence of His Excellency, my governor, your governor, and our governor.
Faruku, Shanozi loud, you know. Oble, Azanga,
Ladies and gentlemen, in our midst today is the principal-in-chief of Ikorodu State people. Thank you so very much for coming on.
What a day it has been here at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikorodu. The party is alive. The fans are having fun. Musical performance just to keep the fans entertained just before the trophy will be presented to Remo Stars. What a day it has been. A remarkable job they've done against Ikorodu City in the Southwest Derby. 4 goals to 1. Ikorodu City scored first and they scored 4 goals. How would you sum up the game?
The kind of game you want to see on a trophy presentation, on a coronation, emphatic, the kind of performance you want to give on an evening like this. Conceding 1 and giving back 4 is like giving back to the community on a lighter note. They actually had to make sure that they did it against an Ikorodu City side who have been giant killers in some sense. Not the best of things when it comes to it. When I mentioned something earlier when we were on this set the first time, Ikorodu City have got to watch out with their defense. Gege Leonard and the likes made a couple of errors in that game. The poor header was what set the tone for Remo Stars, and before we knew it was a barrage of goals from start to finish. Poor way to end the game for Ikorodu City. They played some good football, but once that goal came in and the second one was added, there was no response to them in front of the Remo Stars home fans who were coming in their numbers, coming to celebrate and to enjoy the football game.
Well, the Southwest Derby has ended. Remo Stars defeated everything they faced in the Southwest Derby. And today, Ikorodu City are the team who's been slain convincingly. In Lagos, it was 1-1, it was 4-1 here. But how remarkable has the progression been for Remo Stars? You know, for a team that finished second twice, and they've progressed ever since, you know, in terms of their point tally. Currently on 71 points. But what can you say about how this club have progressed? Like we said on commentary, it's an emulation worthy. It's a feat worthy of emulating for this Ikorodu City.
I tell you, they took their time. It was patience for Remo Stars. It wasn't just something that got into it almost immediately. It wasn't top gear from start. They worked their way through. They got the results they needed to get. They won the games they needed to win. They lost the games that they didn't think of losing. They went on relegation at some point in time, but this season was just to be their season because they had learnt their lesson. They had played the CAF Champions League and preliminary stages. Didn't work out for them. Lost on an away ground against NPFL25 Rabat. Played here and won the game. So from last season, they were already seeing their weaknesses. Knew the kind of players they needed to bring in. Knew how much they needed their benches. And look at what the likes of Adi Aruno and Samson Olachukwubo, like we said on the commentary box, have done for the team to bring them to where they are at this point in time. Coming together as a team with that one man still leading the side, sticking their faith with the coach, Daniel Ogumodede. It's just the time for them to win their title, and I think you cannot take it away from them. It is their result, and you have to give it to them for what they've done so far.
Well, they had to do it in front of their home fans here against Ikorodu City. It's been that sort of season, remarkable for Remo Stars. It's not the end of the season. We've got one final match day to go, so in case you're wondering if the season has ended, Remo Stars have still got one final game to play, and they will be looking to also get 3 points in that game. It's an away fixture, but so far, you know, this season generally, not just Remo Stars now, generally, how's the 2024-2025 NPFL season been?
Very much improved. Less drama. I know how many times we saw points docked from teams last season. We saw a bit of it this season. Some of them even returned to the sides, the likes of Nasarawa United. We saw great football all around. We saw the brilliance of sides. We saw less fans trouble, unlike what we saw. Maybe towards the end, a bit of shooting stars that happened. We remember one of the biggest games like this at the Cathedral last season, Enyimba against Rangers, where Rangers were playing at home. That game didn't end. We never had a scenario like that this season. Lots of corrections, and I must give kudos to the Benga Elegbele-led side, and the CEO also, and all they've come together as an NPFL team to do this season. Improved prize money also. All of these things put together make it a better season and wanting players to also come. And it was also a season for discovery of talents. A couple of these great names. Look at what Ikorodu City have been able to do comfortably. I remember back then it was so tough for teams to get away victories. We had the highest numbers of away victories, arguably in a very long time. There were weeks we saw 4 away games, even more away victories than we saw on home grounds, than home victories. So put it all together, it's been a successful season and still a huge room for improvement for 2025-2026.
Let's talk about Ikorodu City now. Where do they go from here? I mean, it's their first season, remarkable. I mean, despite the fact that they've lost here by 4 goals to 1, but it's been a remarkable first season, a season that has seen them push for continental football. It's not over yet. They end the season at home, expect the atmosphere to be as loud as this. Maybe not as loud. I have to take that back. Maybe not as loud, but they will come all out against Abia Warriors. But what can you say about Ikorodu City and their season?
My best team of the season. I'll tell you why. They started the season with Branches Zubagdo. Poorly, they were losing and conceding a lot of goals at home. All of a sudden, we saw that game against Kwara United. They went away, controlled the game. The game was live on TV, and I saw the best of football that they played. So I'll put it all together. Nuri Nawero and the Ikorodu City staff and the players have done a great job. Kudos to them all around. They deserve to be in the Champions League next season.
The Remo Stars getting ready to lift the trophy right here in front of their home fans. The title is ready, just placed in the perfect position before the walk-up of the two teams for medal presentation. For Remo Stars especially, they will be champions. They will be lifting this trophy. It is a day they have waited for. It is a day they have lived for. These fans, hearing their numbers, will remember this day in history as far as football is concerned with Remo Stars. Well, it's not just to win the title. It is now to continue to go higher than what they've done this season. You know, Remo Stars now go and dominate the NPFL, maybe doing better in the continent, qualify for the CAF Champions League proper. I mean, where do they go from here, Remo Stars? We talked about Ikorodu City, but what do they need to do? I mean, they say it's not easy to maintain success, so what do they need to do, Remo Stars? Confidence and exposure. That's what they need at this point in time. It's going to be some months before the new season kickstarts. CAF Champions League is up next. They are already qualified for that. They have to start playing some top friendlies. They have to start featuring in some games that they don't expect because exposure is needed. I would want to see the team also travel out so that when they play the tournament proper, it wouldn't be difficult for them to get results. We saw what happened against FCUS Rabat last season. They won the first leg and the second leg they struggled and they were knocked out by a side that had about 15 introductions to their team. They have played as a team now, they understand themselves. But they have to look beyond doing it locally to go into the continental stage to getting results. And I think Remo Stars have got that quality. Exposure for the players is what is needed at this point in time. And they just have to make that happen. So I want to see them at least go as far as, say, the quarterfinals or even the semi-finals in the CAF Champions League. They've got the quality. It's just about that mindset right now. Building that, and it's got to do with psychology. It's also got to do with exposure, like I mentioned earlier. So for Remo Stars, continental ticket is already booked, but continental performance should be their next target. Well, Remo Stars, do they have to do away with so many players? They are one team who, they know how to keep the core of the team. I mean, would you want to leave a side like Remo Stars? They don't have too many off-field troubles. Everything is just going well with the club, the way it is being run by the management. I mean, you expect these players to still be here come the beginning of next season. This is not me saying they won't go on if they see better offers, maybe outside the shores of the NPFL. But you expect the core of these players to remain together for next season. They considered over 20 goals this season, so I'm going to be starting with their defensive lineup. Nduka Jr., Ahmed Akinyele, and Mori. Maybe 3 of these guys have done so well in that defensive lineup. We've also got the right and left back doing so well. Maybe they have to strengthen their wing back from the left. We've seen a bit of Raymond. We've seen the midfield also needing some strengthening. We've seen so much from Olida Olamileko in his backing in that midfield. Some creativity is also needed. And we need some players in the final third. They don't have the best of striker. Mark Mawena started brightly. And I tell you, Sikiru Alimi is aging. You need players to support him. And players who will even be starting ahead of him sometimes to put that, to ease off the pressure on what they'll be doing at the end of the season. So that they will not have too much stress, which happens to a couple of Nigerian teams when they go to the continent. They have to sign more players, and that doesn't mean they have to sell so much. So if they're signing more players into the team, it means that they have some players who will be having to play some weekends when they know they are going to be having the next weekend in the CAF Champions League, just to reduce fatigue and tiredness in the players at large. I love the team they've got, but midfield and the final third need some strengthening. Need some strengthening. Sikiru Alimi is clearly aging, like you mentioned. Got on the score sheet today. Didn't maintain the heights he searched for himself last season. Imagine from 15 goals to 5 all season. 10 goals and dropped off. And they've got young players in the ranks as well. We saw Abba Joseph, came off the bench. Another young striker who maybe if given the chance can do it for himself. They've got Tradu Ibrahim, they've got Frank Mawena, they've got Dela Akoli as well, the Ghanaian. I mean, decent options, so you still feel more strength is needed. Yeah, when you talk about these players, these are guys who are not there yet. They need players who can. They brought in Samson Olasipo. Yeah, he's a great guy, but how much is he tested in the continent? That's the question now.
I think we also have Neymar also in the side, who has done a great set of football earlier. Yeah. So we are looking at experienced players at this point. That's what should be their target. Maybe 3 experienced players is good when it comes to the continent. These are players who will help them stand when they are a bit shaky on the continent, letting them know it's the same humans you've been playing against recently. Why should they threaten you at this point in time? I think that's just been the challenge. It's not like these players are better than them, but psychic has got to play a huge role, and they need those professionals, those ones who are exposed, who have gone all the way down to do it on the continent, to come do it in Nigeria or for Remo Stars. And they don't have to be Nigerian players. They've got a couple of players from the foreign department. Talking about the goalkeeper, Obasa. He's also from Cotonou. So you look at continents that have got great players. You can even sign players from the North African part of the continent to also join up with the team if they are willing to come. That's just, they've got the facilities. Look at how beautiful it is. Go to the dressing room, go to the facilities they use for their training. Look at how much they also are willing to pay to go all the way out. Daniel Ogumadede has got the experience. He left this job for a while to go learn more, and look at the result he has brought. That's why he needs to also get players that will match up with the experience he's got as a coach.
I mean, you talked about Daniel Ogumadede. That's why managers need trust. When you finish second in some couple of occasions, I mean, being trusted by the management to continue to lead the side and eventually cross the line to lift the NPFL title with Remo Stars, which they will be lifting pretty soon, in any moment from now. The medals are ready to be given to the champions, Remo Stars, as they wait for the trophy to be presented. We've got dignitaries in the stadium. That's the proprietor of the football club, Honorable Kunle Shoname. What a job he has done with this Remo Stars side. I mean, such a down-to-earth figure.
That's a man who's really helped this side. He's played his part from behind the scenes. He's not one who's always wanted to be on the camera. I can bet you his name is being mentioned because he is there. His name is being mentioned because you need to talk about the one who set up this side, the one behind all of this success. Look at the beauty. He stand up his swag.
Nigerian sword. I mean, you talked about foreigners coming to play the NPFL. He's so proud of his flag. I mean, the Remo Stars faithful also happy. That's also, I mean, they got from Mawena, the Togolese, a couple of foreigners in this Remo Stars side. Such a delight to see. They've got the Ghanaian. They've also got players from around the shores of Africa, all donning their champions attire, Remo Stars, as they come out in their numbers to receive their medals. There's Semekan Wokeji, signed from Sporting Lagos, out with injuries. Now in the school, those players will go into the history books of Remo Stars. From now till the very end of time, they will be remembered as the group of players who lifted the NPFL title for the very first time with Remo Stars.
What a joy that can be. And there can never be 2 first-timers. There can never be 2 first-timers. Breaking that yoke after 25 years in the Southwest is really, really huge for these guys. And let me also remind you that this is a private team. That should be a huge joy. A team that was built by a man. It's not a team owned by a state or a part of the government. This is really huge for them. And look at the joy they are bringing in at this point in time. They're really taking themselves from the scratch. And the hope now is the continuity. You want to look back 10 years, 20 years, or look forward 10 years, 20 years from now and say, yeah, Remo Stars are still playing in the league and performing on that same level. It's not been the same for a lot of privately owned sides and even teams in Nigeria. But that consistency was what you want to see. A team that will do what the likes of Enyimba did back in the days, winning the CAF Champions League back-to-back, winning the league titles over and over again, before they became 9-time champions, from the early 2000s till days when they won it about 3 seasons ago. Remo Stars want to be that side. They've shown the signs, and it's about them keeping that consistency that is left for them at this point. Talk about this season, they've gotten it all right.
Each and every player just getting the adulation of the crowd support here today, walking majestically and all confident as they get set to lift the trophy aloft. Celebrations all around. Remo Stars champions of the 2024-2025 Nigerian Premier Football League season. Trophy presentation on the penultimate match day of the season. Remo Stars currently on 71 points, heading into the final match day of the season. no match so far. They've shown that they are better than the rest 19 teams in the league this season.
Emmanuel, are you seeing that champagne bottle? You can see how much they are ready to pop this up. They are just in that mode of ecstasy, that mode of joy, that mode of sharing testimonies of how they got here.
Now there's the head coach, Daniel Ogumodede. Oh, such a happy man, such a happy figure.
I never knew he could be this playful. I've seen a couple of this from him, but this is the height of it from Daniel Ogumodede. The very, very dramatic one. The animated one on the football pitch. Showing the joy of success at the end of the day.
Clearly got the support of the management. So close in a couple of occasions, just like his best friend Fidelis Ilechukwu, who was close twice with MFM and Plateau United. Eventually got his hand on the title last season, and now he has overtaken his friend as the present champion of the NPFL. Was he the script warranted?
Just to remind you, they are both assistant coaches of the Super Eagles. They are also both coaches of the national team, the Chan Eagles. Look at the joy to have done it just back to back. Looking like the other one left for the other. Like you mentioned, it looks like a script, but I tell you, it was a fight well done. And well won also by Daniel Ogumodede. He's been coming. It's not like he came from the wind into this point. Winning second position twice and winning the title in the end is something really worthy of applause.
Junior Nduka, the captain, will be lifting the trophy in moments from now. The players are waiting. Oh, they can't wait any longer. They really can't wait. Remo Stars, remember the name. 5 years in the making. Champions in 2025. But one thing about this man, Daniel Ogumodede, he never shied away from the fact that he wants the title. We know there are some managers who, when you ask them what's the target, they might want to take it one game at a time. And so let's take it, but he was always there. We want to win the league. We want to win the title. I mean, what a bold and confident approach from Daniel Ogumodede, the manager.
Abraham Lincoln mode activated, if you ask me. You don't stop trying, even after you lose. Yes, that man had to do it 99 times. Or lose 99 times, as we were told. He did it twice, and he said, no way. You see a couple of managers, after trying the first and trying the second, they go down. Is it politics you want to talk about? Even life, it's just a lecture for every one of us. He did the first, no way. Went the second, no way. I cannot imagine how many times he would have shed tears behind the scenes. He shed some tears even when they won the title. So joyous on that day against the Niger Tornadoes. And now he's finally done it for the third time of trying. A good way to make it happen. The team that had gone on relegation come back. It's just a way to make it happen for them. And you must give it to Daniel Ogumodede for spurring the boys and keeping that same confidence in them from the beginning to this point.
The NPFL trophy passed on by the NFF president, Laji Ibrahim Musa Bissau, to the Ogun State governor. And now being handed over to the captain, Junior Nduka, who will be lifting the trophy for Remo Stars. A day that will be one to the memories of the Remo Stars faithful. There you go, your champions of the NPFL 2024-2025. Remo Stars, the Sky Blue Stars, are champions of the NPFL. 5 years in the making, and for the very first time, they will etch their name in the histories of top flight football in the country. Junior Nduka lifted the trophy up high. They've done the job in front of their home fans. Remo Stars are your champions. What can you say about this as in final words?
The governor of the state almost not wanted the trophy to go.
You wanted to join in the party?
I tell you, that Babiano, always a lover of celebrations. And remember, they're also hosting the sports festival very soon. So it's just a way to show. But talk about these guys. What a joy from the captain to every other player on this trophy. They are well-deserved winners. Everyone played a role, no matter how small. And that's why you have Remo Stars. The fireworks cannot be better than this. They have just shown what they are made of. And it's time to pop that champagne for the trophy winning side for the 2024-2025 season.
Remember the names of these players.
Remember each and every one of them. They are history makers. History makers who Remo Stars. I can go on and on. I can mention each and every individual name. But it's a team sport. And this team, they have done the job unbeaten at home all season. 19 match days on home soil. 17 wins. 2 draws. Deserved champions in the end.
5 wins also away from home. That's really huge for the side. 5 wins from home. A team that averaged at least 1 point per game in 18 games they played away from home. It's a big one for Remo Stars. And you must give them all kudos for what they've been able to do this season. Put all of that together is what you're seeing as a trophy. So they are not just a passers-by. They won this title as a well-deserved side, and they deserve all of the celebration.
Match day 37 ended with a banger here in Remo land. All these players will leave, they will celebrate into the night, the party into the night. Even the ones who have not been here up to 6 months will be champions in the end. Alex Sealer made the move from Rivers United to Remo Stars. He is a champion. Fabian Ore, champion with Rivers United, and now champion with Remo Stars. Ifeanyi Nemena, also a former champion, now a current champion. Junior Ndukau, for the first time, a captain, winning champion of the NPFL. These players will live to remember this day. What a day, what an evening it has been here in Ikorodu, here at the Remo Stars Stadium. Well, we're not calling it a wrap for the season. We've got one more match day to go. And as this time final was before we call it a day.
Man, it's just about the celebration, the championship. My advice now to Remo Stars would be that they don't rest on their laurels. And I must say, even as much as I give this advice, it's almost a certainty that it's not going to come to pass in that form, because you know Daniel Ogumode there and his discipline. I won't be surprised if he says his team, let's go on to the football pitch in the next 2 weeks after the title has been won. Even after the last game has been played, we still have more games to play. We still have more preparations to do. We have a bigger picture up there. That's what I expect from them at this point in time. They've done it right all through this season. 5 away wins is still a huge, huge one in a 37-week game that's been played so far. So for Remo Stars, they have a lot to do. And for Ikorodu City, congratulations also to them. Whether they go to the continent or not, they've had a great season. But you must give them all titles that to the champions who have done it, they deserve what they are getting. Look at their happy faces. I take it away from me, Emmanuel, at this point in time.
Well, it's confirmed. Your 2024-2025 NPFL champions, Remo Stars. And what a beautiful way to wrap up today's live coverage on Star Times Better Sports 244 from the commentary box, from myself and Azubi Kionicha. It's been that sort of day. And Remo Stars, it's been a privilege to witness this history-making day right here in Remo land in Ikorodu. Remember, this National Sports Festival will be holding here in this state. So it's another beautiful spectacle you would want to see. From myself and Azubi Kionicha, it's a wonderful coverage here in Ikorodu. But in case you missed the action, we've got some of the high moments from the football game. There was a goal that happened, 4 goals to 1 here in this Remo Stars Stadium. Sikira Alimi did so well in this game. Had his goal, but Ikorodu City. Tosin Oyedepo with the opener. Beautiful strike underneath Debi Obasa. Sikira Alimi with the equalizer for Remo Stars. And what an assist from Bello Babatunde. Shoaibu Ibrahim with the second. Well, they kept on firing on all cylinders. Bello Babatunde got his name on the score sheet with this beautiful goal, and then the fourth from the man Adedayo Olamileka. He had to get on the score sheet before this game will be ended. The 4 goals we've seen from Remo Stars.
Beautiful goals, I tell you. A lot of them from the errors, all starting from Dan Gangeli and that poor header. And what a way to get it to the champions. They had to do what they had to do, and they've won the title. Congratulations to them once again.
Remo Stars are your champions. Myself and Azubi K will be signing out. I've done this. It's been a privilege. My name is Emmanuel Sebastian. Till we come away again next time. It's been our coverage on Better Sports 244. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Stars. Huge congratulations. Special thank you to every gentleman of the press here. Every journalist, broadcaster, and content creators that are here. Remo Stars are champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining on the stage is the wife of our late GM, Honorable Ekene Adams. His wife is joining us on stage. This is the biggest honor we can give the family of Ekene Adams. Ife Adams is also here on stage. Thank you so much. May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Thank you so much, ma. Let's now have a moment for the players. So, gentlemen, the players now. Thank you, backroom staff. The players only now. The players only. The players only.
Congratulations, Remo Stars.
Please exit. Gentlemen of the press, are we ready? So this photograph is the players only.
The champions of the 2024-2025 NPFL season. Make some noise for Remo Stars!
Gentlemen of the press, please